everybody! This is the #1 Potato Boss coming at you for another MogPod podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. And we don't name these, we just name them after the fact.
Yeah. What did we give out? What was the name of the last one?
The Sinful Prince.
Revolution. I had a different recommendation, but Murad was not willing to go with it. It was a wholesome meme.
What was it?
No. It was like, we'll do it live.
Yeah. Very wholesome indeed.
Anyways, on to my right, we got Jared.
Hi there.
On my left, we got Chris.
Hello.
And on his left, we got Kevin.
Very relevant positioning.
Yes,
Yeah.
extremely relevant. So yeah, we got a couple of people. We got 3 people on YouTube. And
Hello, everybody.
2
Hi
people
there.
on Twitch. So very nice of you to come and join us.
We have like 5 times our viewers from last time.
Exactly. Exactly. Shout out to the 2 MogPod traders. First hire DG. Who's pumping?
That's somebody from our LGS.
Okay.
I'd like to make a shout out to MapPods.
Good old MatPods. Kids don't eat MatPods. They're toxic.
Okay. We're starting up with the memes. Okay. So yeah, without further ado, there's a lot of spoilers to talk about. Let's just go straight into it.
Is it
Yes.
Opus 7 that we were looking at, right?
Yes.
Opus Final Fantasy 7.
We're going to.
Really.
Yeah, that's next one.
We're going to. Give me a second.
I'm really looking forward to having another 7 starter.
Yeah, it feels good.
Tifa,
I can tell you
yes.
from experience.
Having a second starter in
Having
your
a
favorite.
second- It's alright, you know. Gets old after a while.
Yeah,
You get the t-shirt and then...
What was the other? Wind, right? Wind.
Yeah, Wind.
Oh, that's gonna be
Wind.
nice.
I mean,
Okay.
Morgan came up to me today,
Yes.
and
Yuffie.
yeah, he was like, "Yuffie's gonna be there." I was like, "No, so long as I don't get a 7 starter deck, then if I open a foil Yuffie, I still get to keep it."
Oh,
Because of my
okay.
infernal contract with Morgan.
Yeah.
It's foil
You
Yuffie.
You should explain this.
Any
Yeah, I think we have,
Yuffie I get that's more than a playset, I have to give to him. As kind of a trade deal for
Yes.
a lightning ages ago.
It was an Opus 3
So long as
lightning.
I have to
It was an
not
Opus
buy-
3
Yeah,
lightning.
I have to not get the 7 starter deck.
And you'll be fine.
Otherwise, any foil Yuffies will just go to him.
Anyways,
He said he'll just gift me 3 Yuffies. I go, no!
You need to be more careful with your infernal pack.
I know.
Okay. So let's
Sidetrack aside.
Yeah, sidetrack aside. Let's start with the fire legendary. How about that?
Alright.
1 times fire legendary.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this guy. He's
So-
pretty cool.
Jared, do you want to start?
Sure. Jekt is a 5-cost 9k fire forward from DFF and 10. If you have received 4 points of damage or more, the cost for playing Jekt onto the field is reduced by 4. When Jekt enters the field, if you have at least 2 points of damage more than your opponent, Jekt deals 1 point of damage to your opponent.
This is a really cool card.
I like
really
this.
like it.
This is a card that
But people.
I'm always behind when I play like Kalimborum, and then there's always I'll be sitting at like 4 or 5 points of damage, and my opponent will have taken nothing because I haven't phoenixed them yet.
Yeah.
This gives me something to do before I phoenix.
Then you have a 9k, which will be almost as big as Isis for.
Curse you, Kurosame! And you're making ice forwards irresponsibly large.
Like, it'll stand up to my Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah. well, like it's a podcast at that point, right?
Yeah.
So
Look, if I can pay 1 for a 9k that deals you a point of damage when it comes in, I'm okay with that.
That 1 cost 9k. That's about on curve.
Like,
about on curve, yeah.
How big? That would make him the biggest, cheapest
You're
forward in the
doing
game,
a 1
right?
point of damage. You get the Shiva, dull the Jekt, and hit the Genesis. It's great.
Oh no! Oh, that makes me wish he said that point of damage doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's real nice.
Hit the Odin.
That would have been
No!
He immediately gets Odin.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
But, like,
fantastic.
yeah, it's still kind of worth it, right? I mean, like,
No,
if you
it's
you
really
don't see it
not. I mean,
coming.
Isis is only 1 CP in a card.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
could be
it's-
worse.
Yeah, it could be much
yeah.
worse.
It's like
still-
1 CP.
I think he's a
No,
a very middle of the range legend, which
Yeah.
I'm kind of sick of us
Oh, wait,
getting in fire.
No, wait, no, it's not middle of the range. I don't.
He's Wait, you're not.
I mean, he's
Oh
not-
no, sorry, Murad, you will play him.
Yes, I will.
but
Why?
you'll take him out of your decks
Why?
because you'll want to do things.
You're usually aggressive.
no. What?
You're usually aggressive.
Yeah. I don't care. I
I
attack.
don't think
Attack.
this really fits in a.
Why not?
Well, it sort of does. Like one ability doesn't.
Yes.
But one of them
Mm.
does. Like
What? Which one?
the cost reduction is relevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Very
I'm like,
relevant.
I don't care. You attack me. I'm just gonna keep on
Yeah,
attacking
But
you.
then it's just a
But then
one-off,
they
no?
have to be. You have
Which
to be
is
2
great.
points
Yeah,
behind them in order to get the additional one.
Mm.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
There's also something to be said about things that actually cost less than their printed cost,
Mm.
because then it usually makes them
Slightly
less
higher.
efficient to remove.
Yes,
Yes.
it's harder
Yes,
to
yes,
like
yes.
the
Yeah.
4-cost Odin, for example, can't
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah.
The
it's
The
just
DI has to be
It's-
higher. And
they
yeah,
have to
but-
have
but
5
then-
backups.
But then ice is very easy. They just pop
Yeah.
down a
yeah,
vase. Pop down
Diabolos
a
is
vein.
probably like the only
with
downside.
respect
Yeah,
to Edia, like that means that they can't Edia back an Edia, like
Yeah.
with the
Yes,
backup
yes,
Edia.
yes.
And like if they're having to use the Diabolos on this
Yeah.
and not something
Exactly.
like
If-
that's like an actual 5 cost,
Yeah.
that's
This is only one-
because they're always gonna have Diablos. They're not gonna
Yeah.
discard it. So if they use
Yeah.
it, it's better than using it
Yeah,
on something
because
else.
Diablos
Yeah.
is only like 1 CP up on this card.
Exactly.
If you trade this.
And Diablos is
Yeah.
supposed to be like
5
like a
CP up
phoenix,
at least.
like
yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be that
Mm.
huge
Mm.
swing turn.
like I don't hate this card. I like this card.
He's also a
I don't
guardian
love this card.
and Fontaine.
Oh,
Which
right.
are both
So-
relevant, right?
So
Yeah,
I haven't seen a lot of the Guardian and 10 synergies. Do we just want to cover some of those?
Actually,
yeah, we
let's
can.
pay some
I
lip
don't want
service
to
We
talk
can.
about the Gebrand, the cost list.
What?
When you have,
Yeah, exactly. This is
Yeah.
my fire earth aggro deck.
Yeah.
Where all I do is play big forwards
What
and just attack.
What if your
attack.
opponents don't deal damage to you
Yeah.
straight away? What if they
Huh?
just develop an unbeatable board?
Oh, like a
first?
one
So
turn
you
kill.
Zodiac them.
No.
Yeah,
Ah.
exactly. Zodiac. Yeah.
Force.
Yeah,
Of
and
course.
you're playing Earth, so you can get Camel Nut and stuff. Easy peasy. No, the other thing I wanted to talk about was I don't care if it's good, and I don't care. But I want to do this once. I want to do this against somebody.
Yep.
What I want to do, I want me to be on 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want them to be on 3 points of damage.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I have.
Specific.
I have. Is it 1 or 2 4s ready to attack?
Yeah.
They have no blockers or whatever, right?
Very-
And then I play a jet,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then I Renoa the jet,
Mhm.
and then I haste the Renoa,
Oh my
and then I
God.
attack with Renoa, and I attack with one other forward, and then I win.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want that to happen.
I want
Yeah.
that to happen just once, and I'll be fine.
You know what?
I'll
You know
like,
what?
you know.
what? I'm gonna
It'll-
support you. I'm gonna make a deck that just doesn't do anything, and then I'll verse you, and it'll happen.
No, it will almost happen.
Oh no, I have
but
to
the-
do damage to you, don't I?
You have to do 3
Ah,
points of
I didn't-
damage.
This is hard.
This is hard.
Making a deck that
Oh,
simultaneously
no,
does
you can,
nothing.
since
and
you're
does
playing
damage.
Ice, you can put the Dark Knight Standard
Oh,
Knight that deals
yeah.
yourself a point of damage.
Exactly.
Ah,
yeah, I can do
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Finally.
Yes.
Finally.
Synergy's all there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Has a use for that card.
out of
Let's
that,
talk about
out of that
Guardian.
sidetrack.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Why don't we
because
talk about another card?
now, whenever there's an ETB, you always have to think about Renoa. Like it's one of those things. That's like Renoa check
Yes.
from now on. Anyways, let's talk about Kimari
Yeah.
since we're on.
Kimari? Alright.
Yes,
Since
the
we're-
Guardian
Where
synergy.
is Kimari?
Okay.
It's inevitable.
Kevin, do you wanna
There's gonna
tell
be a
us
deck
about
of
it?
Guardians
I
of the
can't read it
Galaxy.
right now. So
Ah.
you go ahead, Murad.
Sure. No, I got it. It's so it's a 6 cost 9k water forward.
What? That's pathetic.
Yeah, no, right? He's Guardian, category 10. The cost required to play Kimari onto the field is reduced by 1 for each job Guardian you control. And the job Guardian other than Kimari you control cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities. And the category 10 characters other than Kimari you control cannot be chosen by your
Oh,
opponent's summons.
characters.
Hmm.
Well,
Are
are there any Guardians that
background?
have 10?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oren?
Yeah. Wait, when Oren
Tidus?
is 10.
Tigus is 10.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, sorry.
aren't 10.
Yep.
Oh, that aren't 10.
Does
I
this,
don't
does this
believe
thing
so.
ever apply to, does the Guardian have only
Parts.
ever apply to one thing?
Parts.
Parts.
Yeah.
Everything applied to parts.
Caius is a
Yeah.
guardian of the Cirrus.
Oh, yeah, that's just
That's close. That's
this-
close.
close enough, right?
I mean,
Uh,
oh my god, there's even more like flavor win of Caius and Lightning because Light's a knight or veteran.
oh,
They almost have relevant jobs.
That's how they try to bump them up. Anyways,
So, alright.
so with Jet, right? It's as if you play Kapari for 6 CP and get a free Jet, right? Because that 1 CP could be a jet,
could pay
and
for
then
Kimari.
you can reduce the cost of
Yeah.
Kimari.
Same with the starter Titus as well.
yeah,
so
yeah.
you have like
Yeah.
2 giant forwards that reduce the cost of the.
Yeah.
And then starter Titus.
Your
can
first
just
forward will
split
just
safe.
cost like 5. Or
No, it'll be Jet, and then it'll be Titus, and then it'll be Kimari for 4. Or then Oren for 4.
Wait,
Are there
It
any
does-
other Guardians?
Oren.
Lulu. The new
Yeah,
Lulu is a guardian.
The other Lulu's a guardian too, right?
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Is
It
it?
is, but
Okay.
it's a back. Is it?
Oh,
yeah.
his character.
Yeah. So then she can't be Sephiroth if he's on the field.
Yeah.
Very relevant, kind of. No, the 5-drop one. Kind
Oh
of.
right, the 5
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay. Mhm,
If you
mhm.
play Lightning.
Oh.
So like, how much do we realistically want to spend on Kimari?
I don't know. I
4.
don't think
I
other
would-
Guardians are particularly worth protecting.
I would say 4 is enough.
Well, so other guardians that we already have.
Yeah. So the other Guardian is Oren.
Legendary Titus.
Mhm.
Legendary Titus.
That's
Everyone knows
kinda
that one.
relevant.
Um,
And then this Oren that gives Brave to all other Guardians.
Yeah.
All other category 10 forwards. Sorry.
and
And then
we might still get some more guardians.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
wait?
This is the Oron.
I mean,
that,
the new Titus is going to be Guardian, right?
Is there a new Titus?
I
Yeah.
mean, I hope so.
There was. There's the one that bounces your back.
There is, but I'm talking about a
Oh.
DFF to match the Jets.
Oh, right.
They usually do that with Zidane and Kuja.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah,
we already
so-
have a DFF Titus.
No,
Oh,
the
that was the old DFF.
the artwork for the Jets.
Oh right, you
Yeah.
so like an NT Titus.
Yes.
Yes.
NN Titus.
And then
Oh,
Titus.
Richard. Oh, sorry.
What's up?
I'd bring up the Lulu.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah.
From everything.
Oh, thank you, Axiom Games.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you said only abilities half of it, but it also protects from summons too.
It does.
Yeah,
Yes.
Guardians.
So like Hecaton.
That's actually relevant for the Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, we're still new at this. We're still trying to.
There's also
Get the balance.
a slight delay with Twitch. So
I think so. Yeah, compared to YouTube.
Yeah.
we apologize for how much longer it's going to take for you to hear us say sorry. We noticed you.
Let's go on to Kelgar. Kelgar is nice.
Kelgar?
Okay.
Kelgar is like the ultimate
There are a lot of
value
6 drops.
forward.
6 drops. in this
So
set.
Chris, do you want to tell us?
Yeah, sure. He's a 6-drop 8k from category 5, Dawn Warrior. Oh, he's Kelgar, but he's a wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
When
one was he
Kelgar.
before?
Lightning. It was
Right.
6 drop 8k. Yeah.
When Kelgar enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Play one Job Dawn Warrior among them onto the field and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order.
So it's starting to look like we might get in all the elements Dawn Warrior deck.
Maybe.
Like-
Is there a
Oh
war
no,
zone
actually,
here?
I think this new Dawn Warriors are pushing Earth Wind because we got Zizat and
Yeah,
Earth.
so that and Galuf.
And
They both
Galuf
cost
and
5,
Earth.
right?
Galuf costs 5.
Yeah.
Like this is probably the only deck that Galuf
What does
go
the
in. I think.
news does that do?
Everything. It does. It's an Earth card, so it does everything.
That's the complete opposite of what
No.
Alright.
But it has
Let's
to have
look at
other
the Dawn
elements.
Warrior.
Oh, okay.
So the new
I told you it does everything. Okay, so it's
the new
Zizat.
Zizat?
Zizat, yeah.
Oh right, he's
Yeah, so Zizat is a 4-drop 8k Dawn Warrior from Earth. You can pay 2 Earth to give him
okay.
plus 2,000 power. Pay Earth and Ice to Delve forward, to deal 4,000 damage to a Delve forward, and Earth and Wind
So-
to activate a forward, and Earth and Lightning to 4,000 power, 4,000 damage to an active forward.
4 elements, no water, no fire.
Yes.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
because neither of the
Like-
Dawn Warrior or none of the Dawn Warriors from the previous opus were in water or fire
Yeah.
either. So
I don't know
That tracks.
what's going on in the art there, but he looks like he's seen some things.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Like he's going blind or something. Is he
Yeah.
blind? I haven't played 5.
Mm.
Anyways,
We should. Did we talk about Galuf last time as well? While we're talking
Did
about
we?
all these
I'm not sure.
I don't think we did.
Well,
Nah,
let's take a look at him.
We didn't.
Yeah.
So I mean, because
Yeah, so
You look
tell
pretty
us what it is, Jared.
so Galuf is a 5-cost 9k Earth Dawn Warrior from 5. Galuf cannot be broken during your turn. When Galuf attacks, choose one forward. You may pay Earth. If you do so, it must block Galuf. This turn if possible. And he has Stop, which is an S ability. Choose up to 2 forwards. They cannot attack this turn. So that's
So
like that would be a reason to go
Mm.
with some of the older ones as well to get
Yes.
additional Stop.
I mean, the other
charges.
Galuf is good as well.
Which one was he? The Dawn
Okay.
Warriors kind of all meld together.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
mean,
like, I know
I
what they all
played-
do. I just don't know which one is which.
I like playing aggro Dawn Warriors back in Opus 3, but
Yeah, Calgar into like Sazat was Calgar into Dorgan as well were pretty disgusting.
Oh yeah, it says that is
Yeah.
but the old Galuf is that if you've got 4 more cards in hand, he gets plus
Oh,
2,000 power.
yeah.
And then 5 more cards, he gets plus 1,000 power and brave, something like that.
Is it just?
Yeah.
Do they seem to be putting a lot of auto abilities in that choose Iluit just to pop the shield?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they know that they made Iluit too strong. It's like, we should do something about
But
this.
give it its time in the spotlight, and then
Axiom Games
give
thinks
people
Galuf
answers.
is nuts.
Yeah.
He is
I think this is.
He's a big
boy. He's a big boy.
The Olympus 1 Legendary Lightning, it seems similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't need to S.
You don't need to.
You don't need
just
to
pay
S.
Earth.
It reminds me of Estinian in a way as well. Because often against Estinian, the clock just means you have to block
Yeah.
anyway. So
No, okay, but the other thing that kind of irrelevant this one, forward Chantoto, he can't be broken, so you can wrap the board on your turn and he'll still be alive.
Yeah,
that's true.
So that's a lot of CP to have 6 CP and a 5 forward. But
I mean, you can
if you ever get there,
Also-
with impunity.
yeah, Hekatonker.
it only just occurred to me
What?
this synergy between Galuf and the other one we just saw. Was it
Kelgar.
Zezat?
Zezat.
Zezat. Yeah. Where Galuf has synergy with himself with his stop because you
Yeah.
think it didn't attack, so now it has to block Galuf.
Yeah.
But with Zezat, you can activate their forward. And
Yeah.
and then attack with Galuf.
Yeah, that's Earth Wind. You don't need to go any
Yeah.
more colors.
Make it have to block.
That's pretty cool.
With Kelgar as well. Like you're going
Yeah.
Earth Wind, Dawn Warriors, Kelgar.
Ooh,
But
that's
okay,
pretty
so the
cool.
thing is with Kelgar, right? Is that people are like, oh, why don't you just search out a Dawn Warrior and make it cost 7 CP? And I was like, no, because this makes it so that you need to build your deck in a specific way, and you are,
it's trying to make sure that you achieve density.
Yeah.
Like you have to put in this many in order for the
Or else
deck to
it's
work.
bad.
But if you think about it, even if you get the 3-cost Dorgan onto the field, it's still value.
That's a lot.
Come on, right? Like
Yeah.
just getting this, like the Galuf and the Xyzat and whatever. That's
Because
like
you're
great
drawing a
value.
card and playing it. So,
Yeah.
like even a
Oh
Dorgan
my
is 5
God.
CP worth.
Right?
Yeah.
Sabine Jekt Galuf wall.
Oh.
Wait, how?
That's invincible. Yeah.
Sabine?
Jake Gallop Wall.
I don't get it.
That's just an invincible board.
Oh, okay.
It's very hard to get around.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair
We
enough.
should talk about this next.
Ooh.
'Cause
Okay.
I want to hear Chris talk about this.
What am I talking about?
An Earth card that you
This
love.
Earth
An
card.
Earth card.
An Earth card that you love.
Oh my god, I haven't even seen the rest of it.
really?
Oh, there's
That's
another
it.
Flan. Why is it an Earth? That's so horrible.
The
Why?
last 2 Flans have been Earth.
No, but not named Flan.
That's true.
Anyway, so let's see. 2-drop Flan. The artwork expresses its pain that it's in Earth. It's like, why?
Sad. You're so sad.
So,
Well, he's sad.
Alright, 2-drop Earth Monster. What does it do?
Yeah.
Put Flan into the break zone. Good start. Choose 1 forward. If your opponent doesn't pay 3, it cannot attack or block this turn. Discard Flan. Choose 1 blocking forward. It gains plus 1,000 power until the end of the turn. You can only use this ability if Flan is in your hand. Oh well, it makes your other Flans into combat tricks, I guess.
Yeah, and you can just run this on one eyes because you can just discard it
Yeah.
for the effect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. You don't
right.
have to be an Earth.
Wait.
Yeah.
So if this is in play, that's how these work.
You can also Sid Waff it back into play if you
You could,
really want
yeah.
the other effect
Yeah.
as
I
well.
have a question. I think I might have
To
been
go for
misinterpreting the monsters. So this has to be in play to use the second ability?
No,
No.
you can discard from your hand.
Alright, so...
Yeah.
But if this is in play, can you discard the Ice Flan?
No.
No.
Because whenever it says Flan, it's referring to
means-
itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't say
Right,
card
name.
Flan.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
This is
Alright, gotcha. So for a second there, I was
Yeah.
thinking, you have this in play, you use the Ice Flan to go find...
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, like you can.
Yeah,
just,
you don't have to be an Earth. Yay!
You don't have to be
'cause
Earth,
you
yeah.
You can just like.
But,
Get
like,
these
seriously,
Flans, and those are some just
Exactly.
crazy values.
Drawing 1 Flan
Yeah.
makes you draw all 6 Flans from your deck.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really good.
Yep.
You just use the Earth cast for CP like they should be used.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even then, even better, you can even run a Shantoto.
Oh my God.
kind of
If
like
you
having
want, you
a,
can run Shantoto on one eyes.
it's kind of like having a Sid
Right?
2.
Wait until
Oh.
one of the whatever cards they're doing where if you use this CP to play this card,
Yeah.
just have an Earth or an Ice card that references the other
Oh,
element.
yeah.
And I'm like, haha, Flan, value.
Mm.
No, but seriously, like mono ice with Shantoto, that could be a thing.
Yeah, it'd have to be. Oh, I mean,
I
it's
think
playing
you are
Flan, so it's
not
slow.
mono ice
Anyway.
if you have Shantoto.
No, come on.
I think you are Earth Ice.
Jeff says used to fund your sin play.
Yeah,
Hi,
actually,
Jeff.
that's true. Because the flans do give you a ton of CP.
Yeah.
And then when you've just been building up flans all this time, your opponent attacks, and you're like, fuck. Giant growth.
Yeah, and you can discard another flan to play this flan if you really want to play it from the break zone.
Yeah, like
so you have two flans. You can search to play
off as well. Can bring back this flan.
Yeah.
So
and anything searching from your deck thins your deck, and thinning your
because
deck is good.
this thing that if your opponent doesn't pay 3, I don't think you play this flan proactively. It's just if they can't pay 3,
exactly.
Or if it's just extremely awkward.
You're an ice. You discard their hand, and then you use this, and then you know that they can't. Can't pay for it.
And then
that's
it's
it.
just like
you scatter with the flans.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you go flip a flan, bring back a different flan.
Yes, and then you can't block attack per game.
Yeah.
Or you could,
That's
just
it.
cast any ice summon and do the same thing. Double their forward so it can't block.
No. This is a flan deck.
Yes, I'm sorry, Chris.
It's like a flan dip, but it's a flan deck.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you combine it with flan deck. Make a true flan deck.
Where does your royal ripeness fit into this?
I taught someone how to play Final Fantasy today, and he's a massive fan of Royal Ripeness.
Royal Ripeness is a good card.
Kind
of.
Sorry. No, it's not.
These words you say, I don't think they mean what you think they mean.
No, hold on. That's kind of this kind of thing. What I meant is that he's actually pretty relevant in the meta currently. Because no one is running hard monster removal like Alexander. Not that I've seen. And he just kills all the Vikings for free.
Well, you have to pay 1 and pay 5 for them.
No, his
attack.
No, I mean like the thing is is the problem is that you're playing fire. And that fire
yes, I agree.
No. I am not dishing on fire. Fire
you just did.
Fire is my favorite element. One of my favorite elements. Maybe it's a favorite element. But the thing is that it's not strong enough.
Said cannot be unsaid.
No, I'm not unsaying it. I'm not going back. I'm just saying that.
All of Axiom Games 100% agrees that fire is a drawback.
Shout out to Final Fantasy Tikus. Who's Final Fantasy?
And he's referring to the person that Chris taught play.
Anyways, but what I was trying to say is that it's relevant in the meta because the way you want to kill Vikings is for free, and we said attacking is free. And you attack the Royal Army, so you kill all the Vikings.
So you misunderstood me. Attacking is free, but paying 1 to attack is
You must make your royal ripeness into a forward, which means you have spent 6 CP to get rid of cards that your opponents have played for free.
Or Fanfreted.
I think it's one of those cards that play it in the right matchups or you activate in the right time.
I think if Royal Ripeness had he can't be chosen by summons or something, he would be a lot more playable.
Well, he can't be fire summons.
Yes, he can't be.
No, Axiom Stands was saying it's relevant, and I actually do think it's relevant because of that free killing of all these small.
I don't think against a Vikings list you ever get to attack with a Royal Ripeness.
Yes.
Why not?
Because you have to invest so much CP into it. And they're a water deck.
Yes.
They don't, like a lot of these, other than mono water Vikings, they don't really play Leviathans. The only water summon that I've seen play is like Fanfred.
Yeah, Fanfred shuts us down pretty hard.
Well then, if you
have what other element do they go with though?
It depends on the other element, obviously. If it's
wind, they have
wind, then it's Diablos.
Yeah, if it's not wind.
If it's not wind, Earth.
Ice just doubles it.
Ice?
Yeah, ice.
Yeah, but that water ice doesn't have maybe a 2-cost Shiva. Would they just 2-cost Shiva and then you just pay 1?
You've spent 6 CP. You got nothing.
Yes.
Right,
it's still fine.
Every CP that you can because they've got things on board, right? Like if they 2-cost Shiva this and another thing,
then obviously have
there are a million Vikings that are gonna kill you next turn.
I've played Water Ice a lot, and it's not one of those decks that play on your opponent's turn. It's very much like huge tempo swing on your own turn with Genesis, Avatar, Clara Darkness, and
if
stuff.
they see a Royal Ripeness,
they'll hold it back.
What would they hold back though?
A Shiva, a 2-cost Shiva, or a Glacial Bolus.
I think Glacial Bolus is a bad pick for Water Ice. Personally.
know.
Well, Murad, you obviously haven't played up against my Archimeria Layla Vikings with 4K Laylas and Vikings.
Oh no!
Also that. What if the Vikings happen to be too big? and then there's like a Minwoo there as well.
This is all something.
Nah,
that can
you just
happen.
manifest in War Mech. Easy. You get something, I get something. Actually, I was gonna say if you have X, you can pay. You can stop your X.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways,
let's move on to a different card.
let's move on.
I feel like where's it gone? We should probably discuss the those new monsters that.
Oh no, wait.
Those are really
New
good.
monsters, or do you want to go into Legendary?
Oh, have we looked at you yet?
Well, we didn't discuss it. Was she spoiled last week?
Yeah, we haven't discussed.
No,
it
we
yet.
haven't discussed
We,
it.
we probably should discuss Yuna.
I'm gonna tell you guys my excellent
This is-
plan with this Yuna.
This is maybe my favorite
God,
card
here
for
we
a
go.
long
This
time.
is my excellent
All of your
plan.
excellent plans. Is this as excellent as that I need to be at 3? They need to be at 6.
No. That is a desire. This is an actual thing.
I haven't
Yuna
been
is a
told-
2-cost light forward. She is a summoner, and she
Yeah.
is from 10. She is a 6,000 power forward. She has 0. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a summon, you may pay the cost and cast it. You can only use this ability once per turn. 1. Remove 3 summons in the break zone from the game. Add Yuna to your hand. You can only use this ability during your main phase and if Yuna is in the break zone.
They could only put that on a light or dark forward.
Yeah. That's 100% true.
And I've been told that Murad's plan does not even involve playing Yuna.
Yes,
So
that
I'm
is
looking
true.
forward to
I'm,
what
that
I'm
is-
assuming
that
that
is-
it doesn't even involve playing summons.
No, actually, that's not true. I will leave my thing after we talk about all the different ways that people will traditionally play this, and then I will say my way.
Okay.
Okay? So let's just start with it'll be great and Water Lightning EX deck.
Or
With the new Seymour, right? You can play Seymour and you get whatever summon that you want, and then you can just play that summon. You know?
It also gives you some leverage against like discard list because you can play with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
part of your deck
Yes,
as part
yes.
of your life.
Kind of have like
part
just
of your hand.
plus 1 card in your hand at all points.
Exactly.
And actually, I really like the second ability because that gives you like a long game against other decks, and especially since you want to load your deck with summons to get use of the first ability,
Yeah.
which means you're going to have less forward, but that won't matter if you can just keep getting Yuna back and
I
playing
think
her.
the interesting trade-off is so a lot of the other Yunas are also good in summons decks, right? Like
that's true. That's
your
true.
Gullwing's Una.
In
needs
Water
to-
Summons deck.
Yes, sorry. in
Yeah,
water
exactly.
summons decks. That's true.
So
that's
this
true.
Yuna, right, is going to be automatically put in Mono Wind. Because of Valor 4.
well-
You can just play Valor 4,
Well, you
activate
see,
all your backups.
There's another light card that's also good in Mono Wind.
I know, but I think this is better. I think this is...
I disagree.
the other one Kevin is talking about is Yuri, if anyone wants to know. But this is amazing. You can play Valor 4 and get at the ability without playing
Well,
water.
you need to have
Without
Valor
playing
on the
water.
top of your deck. How are you going to do that?
No, it doesn't have to be on top of
He
your deck.
means the start of Ela4, the
Yeah.
activate all your
Yeah,
backups,
yeah.
right?
And
Oh, yeah.
It sees Yuna, so
It's because it's called Yuna, it activates all your backups.
Yeah, so that you can play Yuna and then you can Diablos, Valor 4, activate all your backups, play Bards, activate all your backups, do all sorts of shenanigans with the new Valor 4. Which is actually really strong in my opinion.
But you're putting just a 2-cost 6K in.
That's
A
fine.
2-cost 6K that isn't
That does
Earth.
stuff.
That has text.
No, this is
Yes,
wait, this is
It's a
Yeah.
2-cost 6K that isn't an Earth that doesn't have any downsides, other than it being
guys,
a light card.
this is 100% confirmed, right? That Yuna is also an Earth card. She's a 2-cost 6K.
No. Onion Knight is a 5K with haste.
No,
Light
it
and
doesn't
Dark go
matter.
up.
Yeah.
No, 5K
Go
with
up.
haste because it's not 6K. This is 2-cost 6K. She's an Earth summoner. Because summoners are like an Earth and water. This Yuna is Earth.
And
Yes,
ice.
yes, Murad, you can
And
think
fire.
it's Earth.
No, the main summoners.
There are summoners in almost every element.
No, the main
The
summoners.
one drop backup in ice is called something.
But yeah, anyways, so the Seymour
It's funny you
and
should bring up the against discard.
Yeah.
Because she's 6K.
which can block
kills
Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's bigger than the Thaumaturges.
And going 1-for-1 in with your summons against a discard deck is usually really good, especially if you're not spending the card for it.
I've always loved this kind of ability. Like in Magic the Gathering, there are there's a card called Future Sight, which is very much like this.
yeah, there's experimental frenzy at the moment in Magic.
That's you get to look at your
Yeah.
card. You can
She
just
can
play
only do
cards
it
from
once
the
though,
top.
and it's only summons.
Yeah.
But she can do once
But yeah,
per turn.
not-
not
You
only
can-
bonus turn.
Yeah, you can do
Not
on your
really
turn
good.
and then your
So
opponent's
Not
turn.
spending the card is huge.
I wonder if like, is it worth playing Yule for this or
I
the
think this-
Geomancer?
No, which Yule though?
I don't
You
know.
could-
I think
you
you
could,
could
um,
just look for free anyway. So
Yeah.
I
If
think-
you want to go like janky, you
Yeah.
can do the Yule that puts something second from the top that
Yes,
hits first,
exactly. Yeah.
and then hope there's a summon on top. And then
Oh no,
get
no,
rid
you
of
play
it.
Seymour and then you play Yule.
But then it'll shuffle the deck.
Would it shuffle the deck?
Yes, because you're searching.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
But you can just play Seymour and go find a summon and then
Yeah.
cast that summon with
Yeah,
your
but
Seymour.
then you don't have the second thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you guys want to
damn
go
it.
to my idea now?
Sure,
All
let's
right,
go for
what's
it.
your
Okay.
idea? Here we go.
My
Oh,
idea is this
Discard
Yuna
or
is
something.
so great. You don't even have to play her to get the
Are you
value
talking
out
about
of
like
it.
that fire backup for?
No. So, she is a very, very efficient way
Yeah.
to est Opus 2 Yuna. so I will.
Because you can just keep bringing
Yes,
her back
exactly.
to
For one CP only.
And 3 summons around.
Yes,
That's
three
fine. That's
summons.
fine. Just play all the summons.
And then
if she's
you
attacking
get
with
to
Len.
change her
Oh,
elements
You're getting
on
summoned
the
to your
job.
break zone all the
Exactly. No.
time.
So you play.
So tell us why you're changing her element or job.
I've looked long
She
and hard.
becomes a wall.
Yeah, exactly. I've
Yeah.
looked long and hard. The only relevant one at this point in time is
Gullwings.
I've even
Gullwings.
I know I've even discussed what would you say?
Gullwings.
Gullwings.
Cadet.
But if you're Gullwings, then might as well just go the other boat, you know. But
Because you're
um,
doing
Because
this
the other
Yuna.
Yuna is bad.
No.
Because the other Yuna is bad.
Additionally, you can also choose cadets or warriors of light, right?
I think Warrior of Light is the best at this point in terms of what I'm trying to do with the deck. The other thing I was thinking of, nobody else would think of this except for me. Was
Guardians, actually. Guardian is relevant.
No.
Making her a guardian if
Now,
you've got
come on.
Mario in play.
I bet none of you on the stream and none of you guys would thought of this.
What?
Job Avalanche Operative with the big significant
You
plus
just,
2,000
you
power.
just desperately want that to be relevant.
Oh my god! She
Because
can
you
finally
can play-
make all your forward sky pirates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very good.
You have to play this
Yeah.
thing that isn't a sky pirate. That you then have to jump through a hoop to make into a sky pirate.
But you get the benefit of Yuna in play.
But yeah, okay, so that unit is actually very good to like null all
yeah,
your opponents.
I was
field.
considering playing that.
Like, no,
Just
no,
to
so
that's
be able to target Gullwings.
imagine in combat against a sky pirate like that's Penelo's not activated because Yuna's
Yeah.
there. And like, do they have a Yuna? Like, what if that
Exactly.
word came becomes irrelevant?
It is
and so they
relevant.
bust the whole board.
It is relevant.
Oh
But
my
so like
God.
so wall, right? You can just change it to whatever element, whatever job,
Mhm.
and you play in that deck to null all your opponent's stuff. So you can even like null like Yida. Like that's probably like the most relevant.
You
What
get
I can
to-
think of, and you can just like ping off the Yida for 2K and just get
Well, no,
all the value.
it's a
You
way-
can ping it off with Luneth if you really
It's a
wanted
way to be able to target Illuas without having to target them first. Like
Yes.
I seriously considered putting in that Yuna into my Palamporum list, just because Gullwings are a problem, and she opens the gates and lets you shoot the Gullwings. Illua has been a thorn in everyone's side for about 6 months now. Like. It's
I
not
like
an
it.
irrelevant effect. The problem with it is it has to attack.
It has to
So
attack.
it sits in play against these decks that have
Oh, but no.
oodles of removals.
No, I play Luneth and make her stand a unit and attack. it's like a 4
And on
CP
the
7K.
turn that you played Luneth and Yuna and
No.
Esther.
Somehow your Luneth has survived a turn.
Yes,
and
yes.
you then get to do something with a summon in your hand.
Luneth didn't survive the turn. Your wall didn't.
No, so I'm gonna make this wall deck with this Yuna, and it's
Murad's
gonna be glorious.
Jokes aside.
I mean,
And it's gonna be glorious.
There is definitely a wall deck. I mean, let's take a look at some of the new wall synergy actually,
yes.
because there are some pretty
Which one?
scary things. So
I
let's
don't
look
think we
at.
did the Yuna justice because of you, Murad, but we'll
Should
have
we
to
look
move
at
on.
Aegis first?
No. That idea is legit, guys.
Or should we look at Soul?
1 CPS,
Yeah.
OP.
Of course.
So
Are you talking about Bards? No, we already talked about it, right?
Aegis and Soul got spoiled in the last couple of days.
No, we already talked about
Oh, did
Aegis,
we?
right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we have. We can just go on to the new types of summon, new types of
New
monsters.
types of monsters. Yeah.
Yes,
that's
let's talk
pretty
about them.
interesting.
I like
This is so
Ray-powered.
small.
Varuna. Varuna is a 2-cost monster from 10. When a forward you control deals damage to your opponent, Varuna also becomes a forward with 8,000 power and brave. This effect does not end at the end of turn. This ability will not trigger if Varuna is a forward.
So some fun facts. Early on in the Opus 7, they said that they're gonna tell you they're gonna reveal 2 types of new ways to interact with monsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. This is one, and the other one was discarding from the hand.
Okay.
Okay. And the other fun fact is that the 8,000 power is grayed out.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason why they did that is just for playability.
Yeah.
They said that they did that because they didn't want people to read the card every time. Because as soon as it's a forward forever.
Yeah.
And they said they want to differentiate it from different.
Yeah, I really like
I kind of wish that they'd done this with the previous monsters.
The 0
just
plus
because
1?
all of the monsters that become forwards, just put down in the bottom right a grayed out
I
what
guess
their
so.
size is.
Yeah,
that would be
'Cause
nice, but I see
it's something
why
that's
they did
annoying
it.
to keep checking.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I really like this card.
This card is super efficient, and
this type of card is just cool. It just gives you like a payoff, and these kind of like dodge the first turn of removal as well.
Yeah,
If
they
you
do.
can,
And because of the way combat
obviously
works
this
in
one's a
this
bit
game,
harder.
you can attack with it the turn it's become a forward, right?
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Or does it
No,
suddenly
I
summon?
think it
suddenly
will
sickness?
become summoning sick.
No,
No, because Swamp Monk doesn't.
Doesn't
No,
it?
well, no.
Otherwise, you have to turn those
Yeah,
things
yeah.
couldn't work, right?
It's-
So
I
That's
assumed that they
entity.
had to sit and play.
No,
I've
they-
just not been using monsters right this entire time.
No, I'm not talking
No,
about
no,
the
no.
turn you play this.
No, that they turn after.
Yeah,
Right,
you
yeah.
can play phase 2.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a monster, and then they can't deal monsters unless. Yeah,
So you
whatever.
play at turn 1, then you attack with something turn 2 and get
Or
through.
just attack at turn 1.
It's what you
I don't think you don't want it to become a forward the turn that.
Maybe.
Except maybe later on in the game when you need blockers, but
Yeah.
like if you are the aggro deck,
Yeah.
you might play this post combat if you can deal damage on turn 1
Yeah.
because you don't want it being vulnerable to your opponent's Alcids or whatever.
Yeah.
That's true. It's just one of those things where like what I like is
It
that,
is a super interesting aggro card, but this thing.
It is,
Like
it is.
I'm jazzed by this Varuna.
And it's also going to be debilitating if you wasted CP into this and you can never deal damage.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing, right? It makes it so your opponent has to block you, otherwise they get like a 2 CP 8k with price.
Yeah.
It's like a pseudo you must block me, otherwise I get value kind of thing. Like attacking with Genesis every time.
It's not that you get value; it's that you don't lose.
You don't.
Like
but-
you don't impose disadvantage on yourself.
You think about it from your opponent's perspective. Your opponent, you've already played this, right? And they try to attack with a forward, right? You would want to block that if possible, even if it's just like a Viking, right? You'd want to block that instead
It
of.
depends. Do I have Zalor?
like-
I mean, obviously.
Yeah,
But what I'm trying to
so
say,
it's,
But then
Well,
I'm just being like.
yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that you kind of want to not get damaged when this is on field.
I'm kind of conflicted about this card because obviously it's a really, really good rate. And the condition is kind of easy to me.
I think
but-
it's easy to me.
Yeah, but the thing I'm worried about is that you've just wasted 4 CP not being aggressive.
I mean, 2
yet.
CP do nothing.
Yeah, 2 CP do nothing
Yeah.
yet. And
Well,
you have to
like-
do something for it to do something, so it's kind of.
No, but
I mean,
it's something
the
you
more
want to
options
do.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
give
So-
your opponent to interact, like
Yeah.
as the aggro player, the more options you give your opponent to slow you down.
Yeah.
No, I still really like it.
Like
I
because
do
a
like
lot
it.
of
No,
control decks might not. I guess you get them to play inefficiently, which is bad for the control deck, right? Like so, playing out of Verona on turn 1 and then attacking on turn 2, like they might not have the resources to like efficiently remove your attacker,
Yeah.
and because you'll otherwise get this thing, they're gonna try to.
Yeah. Especially
So-
if you haste an attacker on turn 2. That's
Yeah.
Unless they play a forward turn 1, that's going to be pretty
It feels so
well.
glorious playing a Zell onto this.
You can quite.
Just
oh,
breaking
yeah.
it. Just, it's outright breaking it.
Like, you can quite reasonably transform this thing early.
No, you can definitely transform early. People I think you mentioned it, Kevin. People have been saying this is a win more card. I don't think it's a win more
I don't
card.
think
I don't think
it's
it's
a win
been-
Yeah,
Our friend in the chat
It's-
thinks it's more of a mid-game card.
Mid-game or late card?
Late? No,
I'm not sure.
I wouldn't say late, but I would say early to mid game because late.
As-
It's less relevant late,
As somebody
right?
who plays a lot of super late game decks,
Yes.
I don't know that.
All you
could
do is play control.
reasonably put this into play, unless you're just getting it into play for free somehow.
Yeah.
Wait, you play so many control decks and you play fire a lot. Why don't you play grenade?
I do play grenade.
Like, how have you been seeing
Wait,
it?
which grenade do you mean?
That 2 cost deal 8k on the ETB.
Oh, right, grenade. I was thinking bomb. it gives your opponent too much choice.
Yes, if they play a thaumaturge into it, and they just lost like 4 cards.
Like, I was really excited by Grenade when it was spoiled, but there was never a good time to play it, and I could never find.
To me, it feels like the perfect control card.
Well, I mean, you're not much of a control player. You're more of a mid-range player.
Oh no, that's true. But that's why I was asking you.
It just doesn't.
That's why I was asking you. Like, how would you like it?
Like, the problem with it is the timing. All of those cards, they have to provide like a huge upset.
I don't know. I think in the late game, replying to Axiom Games here, there's a lot of the stronger cards turn on in the late game with lots of resources. I don't think a 2-cost 8k is going to break the game late game.
I think what we should talk about, just on this point, we should pivot to the other monster like this that they've spoiled, because I think this Condor is one that that rewards the control player.
Condor is super win more.
I don't think.
Anyways,
Kevin, do you want to? Let's discuss it and talk about what it does first.
Condor is when a backup enters your field. If you have 5 backups, you transform Condor. It becomes an 8k with when Condor attacks, activate all other win characters. So that's an insane.
That you control.
Oh yeah.
Other than Condor. That you control. Activate all win characters. The mono win matches will be amazing.
So that's insane if it goes off. It's just that the transform condition is very, very awkward. Even if you're doing it like Wind does have like a lot of flexibility in its backups, so it can like bounce its own backups, and a lot of them have pretty good break abilities. Like Thief and Oracle are really good, and they can be pretty much broken at any time. So you can transform it even if you play them after 5 backups.
That's true. Yeah, it's okay. So like my problem with this card, like one of the best ways you can play is like you're on 5 backups, you play Condor with 4 backups, you break Oracle, activate all your backups, then play another backup, and then you activate Condor, right?
Well, you want to activate Condor after it's already in play.
True, yeah.
But then Condor can't attack that turn, so there's no real point.
You want to have played Condor earlier.
Yeah. But like 4 CP do
4
nothing.
CP do nothing.
That's a lot.
Significantly worse than 2 CP do nothing.
Yeah, like it's
also a lot harder to activate.
Yes,
the other one I think.
It's just occurred to me last week we were talking about the backup with back attack. You can end of your opponent's turn. All right, here's my back attack backup. And my Condor's online for my turn.
No. I block with my Condor now.
Yeah.
That's
surprise bird.
Big
This is like the memes with the brain.
Oh my god.
The thing I don't like about this is because mono. Okay, this one's going mono wind, right? We can all agree on that. This is a mono wind card.
Without having thought about it too much, I'd say yes.
Okay. I mean, like just generally speaking, you want to go. And mono wind wants to get to 5 backups as soon as possible, so it can play Bards and Candy Senna and all these random
I don't think this goes very well with Candy Senna.
Yeah, I don't think it goes well.
That takes up a lot of backup space.
Yeah, it slows up your backups.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, like, you want Diablos, Bards, and these kind of things where you want all 5 backups so you can do these efficient plays, right?
Yeah.
And this one keeps you at 4, so that maybe you're gonna draw a Condor. It doesn't necessarily.
I think you just like the resource system in this game allows you to draw this later on and throw it away.
Yeah. It's
no. The problem with that is you're throwing it away because you have tons of CP.
Yes.
Which is when you really want
Yeah,
but like I think in a mono wind deck, unless you've devoted so much space to Candy Senna, you'll be able to reasonably get rid of a backup and play one. Like you can.
Oh, definitely. Like Kevin said, there's a lot of good breakable backups.
And mono wind tends to be the kind of deck that just has lots of stuff in play already, right?
Like if you're breaking a backup to play another one, that's 5 backups and you've drawn a backup to replace 5 backups. How many backups are in your deck?
You can play a lot.
You want to play.
You could play a lot, but even then.
And then those backups. Playing excess backups exacerbates the problem that we said, where if you draw a Condor once you got 5 backups and you just turn it to CP when your problem is you have too much CP already, then
I think
the more backups is the same.
Yeah,
it's such a win more card though, don't you guys agree? Because like, how are you paying 4 CP for nothing and then playing it back up the turn after?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Isn't it win more?
A lot of times as Wind, you end your turn with 5 backups active and just nothing to do.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Like, funnily enough, all this problem we talked about excess CP.
Wind is the element with the problem.
Yeah, you don't have to throw it away if you draw it. You can just play it.
Yeah, because you play Bots Diablos and then you have nothing. You just end your turn with 5 active backups. sometimes. That happens.
I think, and then like imagine starting your turn with this thing, like it's
Ugh.
and it's online. That's a terrifying effect
Yeah.
in a mono wind deck.
Activate all your cactus.
Yeah,
activate
your
Balthiers,
Ishtola,
yeah.
your Balthier, just like that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like when you get this off,
I think
aren't
the
you
payoff
already
is
ahead?
worth it.
Yeah, the thing is,
Aren't you already ahead
you
when
have
you
to
put this
have
off?
things that use this.
right?
Yeah.
Like when this is activated, you're already ahead and you're already probably gonna win. Then why don't you just play a card that makes you lose less against other matchups?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's why I think
what
it's
was
a
an
win
example?
more. Oh, like play literally. Oh, like
Win doesn't have
like this guy.
many.
This other one guy. Where is he? Vata. Vata.
Oh yes.
I think
like
he's
this guy as well.
I think he's much better in mono win than the other card.
Oh, I
Just
like
because
this guy as well.
as your 4 cost 8k when Vata enters the field, the cost to play Vata is only paid with win CP that includes discarding from your hand. Activate all the win backups you control. So
And then, no. I'll say this before Murad gets to say me. Say this. I want to cast this in a mono earth deck. And my win count. There we go. I said it first.
Do you actually though?
You do, Murad. I know you do.
Yeah, of course I do, but you can't say it and then not actually want to do it. Well, we can make this happen. The new Shatoto, Kimari.
But is Vata a bird? I didn't think so.
But what?
Is Vata a bird?
No, he's not a bird.
A bird is
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, but that's a new job, you guys know?
Yeah,
That's a completely new
I'm just
job.
trying to imagine. Sorry, back to Condor because it is a really interesting card to think about. Is imagine you're playing against this and you don't have like monster removal or something because monster removal is not common, is it?
Not really.
Like,
no,
yeah,
no.
especially for 4-drop.
For 4-drop, no.
Yeah.
For 2 cost less,
Actually,
yeah.
I just
So like they've played this and you're like, I mean, if you're like just aggressing them, I guess you don't care.
Yeah.
then they just
But,
lose
like,
for doing nothing.
Yeah, but the payoff for this sort of stuff is usually like Ishtalas and things, which can then clear the board afterwards. Like they'll stabilize if they get this on, right? And like the 5th backup will activate when Kondo attacks.
That's true.
So you get the CP back for playing it too. Like it's a free activation so long as it gets to attack.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like it does make me think of like a
So
big
actually,
I mean, okay, so sorry, go ahead.
it's really funny because what this Kondo also does is just kind of exacerbate his own problem, which is when having too much floating CP. Because when he attacks, you just float even more CP. But I think the thing that really alleviates this problem is Yuri in Mono Win, which gives you, I think that's the big part.
True.
If Kondo's
Just draw
in play.
cards.
And
Yeah.
Yuri can use this, right, while it's not activated?
No, Yuri is only himself and backups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he can tell himself 2 backups and then 3 backups, draw 2 cards, and then activate all of them. That's gonna be.
Yeah.
But
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
pretty sweet.
I'm not sure.
That is sweet, Kevin.
I'm not sure if that's win more, or if that's actually just turning the corner, right?
Oh, okay.
When you're.
Oh, if you do it that way, yes. Because all you need is a Yuri,
Mm.
and he doesn't even need to, like, you can play that Yuri the same turn, and then the
Yeah.
Kondo already there, and then draw 2 cards.
And
That's really good.
Because Kondo already wants you to ramp, Yuri
Yes.
already wants you to ramp.
Yeah.
Get much
Actually,
better.
like Yuri is amazing because the problem with mono wind, I'm sure you know, Kevin, is that you don't draw enough cards.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why I thought the other Mogul, the 4-drop 6k that draws you 2 cards, I thought that was gonna alleviate the problem, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
That's definitely not enough.
It doesn't give you the cards quickly enough.
Yeah.
I mean, like, arguable, but like, yeah, it's not enough. This needs other. But even then, I still think this is like, other than the Yuri example,
Yeah.
this
same.
is a win more card.
I think so.
And
I think the Yuri example is like pretty much the niche case where this card becomes like really good.
and this takes a spot of a forward because you're not really taking out a summon for this, are you?
Yeah, that's
You're not
that's
really-
also something really awkward.
Right?
'Cause it's so like niche in its usage that it doesn't really share a slot with anything.
Well,
You can't count on it being a forward because you're not gonna block with
if
it.
that's the case, you need to count it in the non-forward, non-backup space.
Yeah.
Right? Because
yeah.
essentially in the game, there's forwards and there's backups, and there's no forwards and backups. And that is your space that you apply to summons and monsters and stuff. So, I don't know. Like, do you take this as a forward or you take this as a summon slot?
It just depends on the list. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you build it like that. You build it as like what your
No, but like,
purpose
you
of your
know,
cards are.
just generally speaking,
No,
what would you include this card
I,
as?
I think this card is so different that you don't apply that logic to the deck.
Fair
You
enough.
just
This is
say
why-
these
fair
cards
enough.
do this job, these
Yeah.
cards do this job, these cards.
Okay,
and,
yeah. Fair enough. I get that.
And then you like something you can do is you can like just play a 2-drop Y'shtola on the turn it activates, and then just like ping the board with like 10 backup activation.
That's right. Let's talk about. Well, this guy has been spoiled quite a long time ago, but we didn't talk about him last time. RG. Chris, Jared, do you want to take?
Sure. Argy. Is it Argy or RG? I'm gonna go Argy.
Yeah. I have no idea.
So Argy is a two-cost Final Fantasy Legends backup. He's a memorist.
A memorist.
Yeah. When Argy is put from the field into the break zone, select one of the 3 following actions. Choose one forward. It gains haste until the end of turn. Choose one forward. Activate it. Choose one backup at cost 1 in your break zone. Play it to the field.
What?
This is like a every now and then we get a card for the Lulu decks.
Yes, this is a
Opus
deck
1 Lulu
card.
deck.
The 5 cost one. Because other Opus 1 Lulu is also relevant.
So we've got now we have like how many backups that do something when they die do we have now?
There's
We've
like
got
Thord and Seven. There's like Fusoya. There's Argy.
My friend G. There's Gumba.
Nice.
Gumba, yeah. I still need those foil Gumbas. You've been stealing them all. I don't have.
Yeah, I've got a collection now.
I don't have 3 foil Gumbas because of you.
Chris keeps sniping all of your Goomba trades.
Foil Gumba is my collection.
Do you
fee.
even play this in a Lulu list? Though?
I
think the backup slots on that's pretty tight.
A Mataraj.
Hi, Potato Boss. Are there going to be spoilers? I think that's Joel Ahmad.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I know these things. But anyways, there's not going to be a spoiler today. There's going to be a spoiler tomorrow.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we really wanted to do it today, but then they were like, "No, the date is 13th."
And Mario until tomorrow. Foiled again.
And unfortunately, we have to do it today.
Yeah. Because this is
it's funny. We decided to schedule our live streams for Fridays, and then almost immediately after we get a spoiler that has to be given out on a Saturday. So,
although we could have done like a hilarious thing and then made the stream go until midnight, and then spoiler like a second into midnight.
That'd probably get us a few more viewers.
But you're gonna have to tune in tomorrow. Murad will have a video.
It'll be. It won't be a video. It's gonna be.
Wait.
It's gonna be after the best of 3 match with David Cox.
What does Yagrosh do again?
When it enters the field, return it back up to your hand.
What if you want to do that when Agi dies?
Ooh.
Like to your Fusoya.
I don't get it. What?
Wait, is Fusoya when he's put in the break zone or when he leaves the field?
Put it in the break zone.
When he's put in the break zone, he'll deal 5,000 damage.
But getting back Yagrosh.
Oh no, sorry. He puts into the break zone, you get back a character card.
Yeah. So like you get to reuse the 5k from a Fusoya you haven't broken, or you can reuse like a Seymour, or you can reuse. Like, there's a lot you can do there. If you really want to, you can reuse a Thornton.
Yeah. I was thinking of maybe because the other card that breaks backups is Furion. Furion can also use this if you ever want to go Fire Lightning for whatever the.
I don't.
It can give Furion haste.
It could.
It'll be like play Furion, break it, give Furion haste.
Yeah.
Could be a thing. I don't know.
I don't think it's impactful enough.
For Furion? No, definitely.
No.
But we're just talking.
Even in Lulu decks.
Oh, you reckon?
So yeah.
Come on, it gets back a.
I think I would play this
cost.
in a Lulu deck.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it get back to 1 cost, and then you can break that 1 cost next turn.
But
this is a tremendously versatile card.
Yeah, that is true.
Like.
Oh no! The other thing you guys think, you can choose a forward and activate it, and then outsit it. That's relevant.
That's actually not irrelevant. Yeah,
that's relevant.
Actually.
You can just it's like Lulu something, right? Let's say it's
that's
big.
That's actually probably going to be the biggest use of it.
Yeah, Lulu something that's big. I'll sit Ulua and then go for attack with
even
Ulua.
if it's not Alcid, just some lightning effect.
Yeah,
like
remove. Yeah.
Like it opens up the rest of your removal.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a lightning card that activates.
Yeah,
that's actually really good. I don't know why that just glossed over me when I first read it.
There's a 1 cost IE on chapters.
That's interesting.
According to the chat.
Huh?
Cool. There's a 1 cost IE on chapters.
So is it the same thing except now it's been nerfed to 2-drop?
Surely that wouldn't be the case.
Because
just loop into each other.
Than a summoner, right?
Yeah, they just have 2 and they bring each other back.
They do have that sort of thing though. They do have that sort of OP cards back in chapters that just outclass all the cards. But yeah, we'll see. Actually, if you really want, do you guys want to search it up?
Nah, it takes too long.
People can do that later on their own time.
Hey, what's Xdef do?
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
You're
a wizard, Harry.
I feel like the X-Set's been around for a while, but we can talk about it anyway.
Did you know I played Hagrid in the Harry Potter meme? Anyways, whatever. Chris, do you want to tell us?
Cool.
Do you want to tell us what the card is?
It's a backup. 6 drop backup. Dissidia Fancy 5. When XF enters the field, choose one forward from either player's break zone. If its cost is equal to or less than the number of... it's not inferior to. Or less than the number of backups you control, play it onto your field.
You can steal your opponent's cards.
You can steal your opponent's Illawa. That's relevant.
Bring back
And then S with your own
things as
Illawa.
well.
The value.
This is now. I need either lightning fire or lightning water Talon
Yeah, it
and
doesn't
or
come
on
in
deck.
dull or anything.
The only problem with this deck, with this card, is timing. Because it's a backup, timing is actually kind of awkward.
That's why you use it with your Palom or your Forum. So now it's a 6 cost
I think
thing that gives you a forward and deals with an opponent's forward.
Getting a threat.
But so are you playing Fire, Lightning, Palom?
No, or either Fire, Lightning, or Fire, Water, and you play Palom or Forum, and you like the 3 cost ones from others too, because you play this, you get a forward, and you deal with the forward.
Jared, this will be good against your Palom Forum.
Because they can steal my knowledge.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I was going to bring that up next.
I think the timing is fine as well because you can play this this is a pretty strong 5th backup because it generates this threat while giving you your 5th
It is.
backup.
I think importantly, it is a backup that is a forward.
Yeah.
This is the only backup in the game that's a forward, right?
No.
Like what ones?
Devout.
Is
No, but Devout
similar.
is. Yeah.
I'm not.
But
Devout's
you
not
don't
ETB.
get to keep it.
No, Devout easy to beat, the wind one.
Oh,
yes. No, I forgot about that one.
Yes, the wind Devout. Yeah.
That Devout.
I'm a master of
And if you-
Devout.
Yes, you are. You are. No, okay, so I see.
Not a master, a sage.
Yeah, Sage. I see the potential of this card.
This
To
is my favorite deck step.
be completely honest with you, I don't think I can find any deck that I would put it in. I don't know. Like in terms of at the very least my style of
You
deck.
could just put it in mono lightning.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. Like in Mono Lightning, I
There's
wouldn't
the S
want
good
this.
Oh, no, you trick it in Mono Lightning. Easy peasy.
Like,
It's
maybe
not
just-
X-Death,
Your
not a thing you
opponent
care
plays
about.
good cards.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You kill their good cards. You take their good cards.
Yeah.
You're like playing 2 decks in your mono lightning deck.
Ta-da!
And you get to do all sorts of awesome synergy that wouldn't normally happen.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, that
Games
was
is
just gonna
correct.
be really interesting.
Latov gets back and forward.
What's Latov?
Ooh, yes.
Latov
Is it a new card?
It's the fire one that brings back Yuri or Chelinka onto the field.
I haven't
Oh, it's a
seen
new
this one.
card. Yeah, I haven't seen this one either.
Oh, okay.
Show us this thing, this Latov.
We should have done it last week because last week we talked
covered
about.
Chelinka and Yuri last week.
Yeah.
Was it had it been spoiled by then?
Yeah, it was already.
Yeah,
spoiled.
this is
That's a
just
pretty
like
basic card.
you know how
It's
we're
a-
doing
it's
a
a-
series, we have a season, so this is just like
Continuation.
Oh,
continuous
it's
plot.
another dad.
It's
Yeah,
another
it's a
dad,
dad.
yes, the father. All the fathers are on fire apparently. But
No,
yeah,
that's not true.
Almost all the fathers,
That's not
right?
true. There's
What?
Hope's dad, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Yeah.
So it's 5 cost fire back up, enter the field. You can choose a Chelinka or Yuri in your break zone. Play it onto the field.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
standard.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Has Chris seen the new Emperor?
But you can discard to play.
Oh,
it,
yes,
right?
yeah.
You can.
Did we
yes,
talk
you
about
can.
that last week? The new Emperor?
Your
Oh, wait,
Emperor
wait.
got spoiled really
Did
early on.
we stop talking about X-Death? Are we gonna go on?
I don't know.
I'd just chuck a one of it if I was
Yeah,
making
I mean,
a
Mono Lightning.
deck,
Maybe
you know?
I'll try
Like,
one of. I'll try
I mean,
one
this-
of.
this-
This X-Death is
Yeah.
great in again, like I say this about almost every lightning card that gets spoiled that's slow, in the Earth Lightning, like
I need
loop all
to.
the backups deck. you just
Yeah,
you play
yeah.
it, you break
Yeah.
it, you return
Oh
it
my
to your
God.
hand, you play it again.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like
man.
I just keep stealing that deck zone.
You're like the great necromancer.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, even in just like mono lightning, right? You can just like get your Zemus back, get your Astinian back. You know, that
Yeah.
seems pretty strong on your 5th backup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
get
no,
Al Cid back.
What's
to be-
Kel'Thuzad's quote when you play him?
Minions,
Yeah.
servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
Is it, I'm a tree.
I am a tree.
A salacious tree.
Grow my minions.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like. I need to see it in play. Like I have my reservations, but I need to see it because.
Oh my god! Against the Category 2 deck, you just take a Category 2.
Oh no! You see my Leon.
Um,
You just like get a period and then
Like
like.
any decks that are weak to themselves, you know, like this could be cool against.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Should we talk about this thing?
I think we've talked about
Oh, did we talk about this?
it. I don't.
No, I'm not sure.
Alright, I guess we're talking about Shiva on a completely unrelated segment.
Yeah, completely unrelated.
No, wait,
Segue.
Didn't we? No, wait.
Smooth segue.
Didn't we? Wait, didn't we?
Do you want to show the Emperor? Show the Emperor. Show the Emperor.
Ah, the Emperor.
Yeah.
The Emperor.
Ah, the
The
Emperor.
ex-Death Thrower. Oh, this is the Emperor.
The
I thought it was
entirely not the
Yeah, go ahead,
here's
Chris.
the villain's Emperor.
You.
Yeah, the Emperor. I love the Emperor so much.
Mm.
So, yeah, 5 drop 9k lightning forward. What is this?
What?
Get out of my Emperor, lightning.
Yeah, exactly.
so-
Get out of my lightning, the Emperor.
Hang on. So, category 2, so as we know, very
Steals
OP,
a Leon.
steals a Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when the Emperor enters the field, choose 2 forwards, opponent controls, dull them. You just don't choose the Leon, obviously.
Yeah.
During your turn, when a forward opponent controls becomes dull, choose 1 active forward opponent controls, deal it 3,000 damage.
This is an ice card, surely.
Well, it's dealing
And
damage.
with-
so.
No, you choose it. You have to, it does damage to active forward.
Oh,
No,
right,
see,
right,
like,
right.
okay, so the problem with this card, right, is that you have to choose, there has to be 2 forwards for them to be dealt, right? Because that doesn't say up to, right?
Oh.
So
Yeah.
they've only got 1 forward, you can't deal that forward.
Yep.
But it can be alleviated with
Yep.
RG, because you can activate one of them and then deal
Right.
deal
I-
3,000 damage
I have
to
an important question or two, Chris.
What's up?
Yes.
This is an Emperor with 2 abilities.
Yeah.
Which, like, Dissidia moves are those abilities?
Alright. So when he enters the field, choose 2 forwards opponent controls, dull them.
Is that the little sphere that's
Like,
them?
I think that's the, like, you throw out the things that they have to run away from.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
you're just throwing out your giant balls.
Yeah.
And they're just like, ah!
Yeah.
No, no, what about
Or
the
the,
thing that they
the
get stuck in?
squirty glyph?
No, the circle that they get stuck in.
Oh yeah, it could be the circle.
Yeah, I think it's a
Squirty
circle.
glove and balls.
Yeah. No,
The Emperor
no.
seems like a very good Dissidia character.
He is. He's a
He just floats in the air and goes, Wah!
I reckon the second ability is for sure his charge move,
Mhm.
where he puts out loads of little balls around him, and then they're a nuisance if you run into them. They do a little
No,
bit of
that
damage
makes
and
sense.
knock you back.
So
That
he's
makes
what
sense.
balls
Because it's like
what
dull
are they?
Yeah,
implies
yeah,
they're
yeah,
attacking,
yeah.
right?
You should play
So,
some
like,
Dissidia
Well,
on this
no,
game.
I mean that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like the little circle that traps them,
Yeah,
and then the 3,000 damage.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
thought of something cool we could do.
What?
Because I'm sure at least some of our listeners play Dissidia.
Mm.
We should do like a community Dissidia event.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah,
We should
with
think
that.
about this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
People who are listening either live
We can,
or when the video goes up,
we
let
can-
us know and we'll arrange something.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, just-
we can source a PS4 for you, Kevin, right?
Yeah, I could probably go to one of these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so cool.
that would be awesome.
We could have like 3v3s against fans.
that would be sweet.
And
Maybe
then,
we get them all.
No, no, 2v2s, right?
Wait.
Because you're playing against each other.
Oh no, against fans.
Because
Ah,
we
right.
invite all of these people.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, guys, you know this is such an amazing turnout. 3 people on YouTube and 3 people on
Yeah,
Twitch.
but like, look,
Oh, that's
we're
suspicious.
gonna get
Maybe it's
about
the same-
it's the
views
same
and
people.
everything.
It's the same people listening in stereo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except one
I'm
has
so
like a
sad.
20-second delay.
yeah, 20-second delay as well. Because what is 20
Yeah.
seconds and what is it?
All right, let's find another spoiler to chat about. Let's.
The vibe.
I'm gonna go hard out. Foil
I only
Gumbo
have 2.
stinks.
I only have 2.
Ah, yeah, you better win some.
Oh.
I hope they do
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Gumbo promo. But yeah, this card, I really like it. I also love how automatic it is, where your opponent, they want to dull their stuff most of the time. And it's free damage, which isn't to be underestimated in Lightning, because they can often just kill things that have taken free damage.
He
Yeah,
just deals
like
damage
the-
when your opponent attacks. Right?
Lightning
Yeah.
is very
And
efficient when
no,
damaged.
He doesn't. It's weird because he doesn't do damage to a dull. So if they've attacked that thing, he can't do the 3k
Yeah.
to. So if you do 3k to something else, then they just attack with that next. You
Yeah.
can't combo it with.
But then it's damage, so you can block with like your little.
yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of interesting.
I don't think it would replace any of the current 5 drops.
No.
Like,
I just play it because it's the Emperor.
Yeah.
And also,
I'm
the Dark Emperor
very
can get this
interested.
out. The Dark Emperor can
Yes,
die
exactly,
and then bring
exactly,
this the
yes,
Emperor
yeah.
and just be like,
that's actually
dull
really
the other
relevant.
2
Oh,
things down.
do
you have like a
6k to
A
something
deck
else.
where you're playing like a.
No. It only damages during your turn, it seems.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
does only
Yeah.
damage during your turn.
Yeah.
Sad face.
Wait, is it
Very sad.
So yeah, it says during your turn.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you could. You have like. What if you have this deck that has got like all the emperors in it, and you just like you have a toolbox of them for when your Opus
Oh,
one
yes,
when
yes.
die. This is why this is Kageyama's favorite card.
No, wait,
because
no,
he's
no.
just gonna like print a different emperor every
No,
set.
no, okay.
No, I bet it's a cycle. There'll be
Guys.
an earth one, a fire one, a water one, a red
The
one.
emperor
Guys.
is everywhere.
Yeah.
Guys, no.
There'll be a
This
light
is
one.
this is the best emperor to come in
Oh
with the
my-
other
I
emperor.
love this
You can
game.
like the emperor
Can
dies
you
and then you
find
get a
this one?
backup. Yeah.
It's not like a forward.
No,
he just says find the emperor.
Yeah, it just gets a backup. It's like, okay, I guess I died now. I'm just gonna be a backup for him.
It does make all
like, what he
subsequent
does
ones.
is he's standing forward,
Yeah.
they kill him, and then he just like takes like 3 steps backwards. He's like, ha
You'll never get me now.
Guys, like, you don't understand. This is super relevant because in FF2, right, the battle system is forward line and backup line.
Oh,
Right?
really?
There's rows in FF2, and that's why Maria's a backup because Maria is usually the archer that goes in the back line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
And
man, that's
it's all the emperor's like, okay, I'm going to go back now. Oh man, this is so stupid.
He only costs 2?
Yes.
He only costs 2?
Okay, so come on, tell us, Chris.
In the
No,
spoil-
yeah,
like,
oh,
yeah, we
in-
couldn't
in-
see
yeah,
it.
we couldn't
Yes.
see the
Oh,
cost. when
wait,
it was
he
first.
costs 2?
Yes,
What?
Okay,
How
so-
does he cost 2?
The Furion is amazing as well, but we'll talk about it
Okay,
first.
so 2
No,
drop,
the Furion is
2 drop
amazing.
EX bursting back up the
Yeah.
Emperor with the job.
The Emperor.
No,
Oh,
no, just Emperor.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sad.
So when the Emperor enters the field, choose one forward dependent controls. If you have received 4 points of damage or more, dull it and freeze it, and that's also an EX burst. Ice dull.
Discard 2
We didn't
cards.
get to see the ice dull part.
Nah, yeah, always
Also,
discard 2
We
cards.
just saw the discard 2,
Yeah.
yeah. So we didn't know what it was previously. So ice dull, discard 2, choose one dull forward, break
Break
it. You can only use this ability during your turn.
That is really
I
good.
love that.
Like, you've been fangirling over this for like 6 months now, since we first saw the front of the package,
I
right?
actually did not even think that it was going to be a backup. Oh, sorry, not a backup. Sorry,
Yeah,
at
what
2
you was
costs.
gonna be- oh, right.
2 costs. Yeah.
I thought it would be something.
I thought it was going to cost
Yeah,
like
me too.
6.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was going to cost like 4 or something.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is
Yeah.
just... Yeah!
But like it does have the same sort of thing with like Jet. You have to have.
And it does have to be
get some
called the
damage.
Emperor,
Yeah,
which
and-
is a pretty
and
big
also-
cost.
Yes,
only-
yeah.
I think-
you can't play the Dark Emperor in the
Yeah.
first two.
Yeah, but that's an opportunity.
yeah,
you can't play the
that's
dagger
true,
for it, you
that's
can
true.
play something
But
else.
come on,
But like,
discard
this-
2 cards. That's like you can discard all your light and dark junk. If you have light or dark
you can
junk.
just get
You're-
the 5 drop for the
Yeah, that you've drawn later.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This deck makes itself.
Okay,
This
alright.
deck makes
I'm not
itself.
gonna play that, but that's hilarious.
Come on, you should try it out. Try it out.
I will make it up.
Try it out.
Finally, my playset of foil the Emperor is going to pay off.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I play Jill when her ETB doesn't go off, you know.
Oh yeah,
Just
like
to be
I mean, like
this is
it's only a 2 cost. Like that's why I thought that like maybe 3 cost or 4 cost
Yeah.
would be kind of awkward. But playing a 2 drop that does nothing is okay, especially when it still has value later
Yeah.
on when you do need it. And like when I've played Mono Ice, when I've tried to play Mono Ice, I find that they're really lacking in like break abilities. Right? That's why.
There's a fair few.
That's why I play the new Emina. The new
Yeah.
Emina is actually really good. This could probably replace the new Emina in those same decks.
Well, I
The thing
play
is,
the
this
other
is only
Emina
on your
anyway.
turn.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
I like playing the new Emina.
It would be broken if it was
Yeah,
any
and
time.
because you could just
Like,
but
It'll be
So-
broken if it's what?
you could do it anytime.
anytime.
Oh, definitely. No, yeah, but
like,
by all
it's,
means.
like quite a lot worse because it means they've you either expended resources dulling and
Yes,
freezing it,
yes.
or they've attacked
Yes,
already.
that's true. But then there's cards like Y'shtola, right, where Glacia doesn't kill, and then this is actually pretty good to kill it. And you know, you don't mind spending
Yeah.
that much to kill
Just
it.
like they're always having that option, right? Like
Yeah,
Ah,
that's a really
man,
strong
Axiom
option.
Grains is saying it's a great turbo card. Do you guys think so? I'm not sure. They don't usually have
If you're going
2
like,
backups, the 2 cards in hand, right? They should just like they just like
Draw 2,
No, but-
discard 2.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
like-
eventually it's gonna be good.
a
in a
lot
long
of-
protracted game.
you're not gonna bother like in the turbo
turbo-
deck. You don't worry about defending, right? Like you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
hyper aggressive, and then like
You get
say
expressed.
like 2 cards you draw
Yeah.
I'm dead. You just
are
discard
dead. You're like, okay, well I'll just kill that thing you attacked with.
The
Well,
problem
then I've been
is
keeping
the problem
dull.
is do you know the deck that won the NA Nationals and the top 8 got Worlds Invites? The top deck was a mono ice discard deck with like 6 backups, right? He never played a backup. He just played forward.
Axiom is a really good point.
Hey, he didn't even play
He
Gesper.
says the Emperor stays in play, unlike Emina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Repeated value.
You're right. Yes, yes.
Like you just don't want to play anything big. Like you don't want to run like an Estinian down, right, or something. Right? If there's
yeah.
like this is in play,
Yeah.
it's like well,
Yeah, you kind of.
you know, like
That-
just like
snow. Oh, that's actually.
Oh wait, with
yes,
snow with
the
what?
new snow.
Mhm.
Yeah, with
Yes.
what? With this
the,
one?
The Emperor.
Yeah, you just attack.
Oh,
does
yeah,
something,
for
and
free.
just kill it.
For free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It is like
thanks to
6
our
CG
chat.
to use the the Emperor,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Sorry,
But
what?
it's
Effectively 6 CP.
it is, but it's worth it.
No,
Like,
it's still cheaper than Odin.
I'm not saying it's
it's not
yeah.
the same as Odin.
Yeah.
The 4 cost Odin.
No, there's 7 cost Odin.
Ah,
This
okay.
feels like anything.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not saying it's not worth paying. I'm just saying that's still a hefty cost.
It is hefty, yeah.
It's also the thing with this is I think it's like even though you're spending like pretty much about as much resources as them, you've challenged your resources
Oh.
in the early game because you're a nice deck.
Yeah.
So you generally will have a resource advantage.
He also, like, couple of notes. He sets himself up if you've taken the 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then also, Dissidia flavor.
What's his Dissidia
Yeah,
flavor?
Dissidia flavor. So, I think the second ability is his HP attack.
Which one?
I'd like to imagine it's the trap
The
one.
big ball.
No, the trap one.
The
Because
Dreary Cell?
Yeah, because you put them in the trap first.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And then they go...
Yeah, like, so the ETB is his EX skill, right? The giant meteor.
Yes, yeah, it could be that, for example.
The thing that just holds you in place while
But
while
it
you
could
set up
be
for
his down
everything.
circle in the air as well, because that also
is-
holds you in place for a little bit.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or you could, a ball could just hit you and get flung into the trap.
Mm-hmm.
It could be anything. But like, I think
The second ability is his
yeah,
HP.
second
It's
is
HP,
first
yeah.
HP.
But let's go to
Let's
Furion.
see.
I love this Furion.
Well,
Is
right
that
then.
2-drop EX burst, 2k, EX
Oh
burst.
yeah, we never got to see the stats.
4
Yeah.
each forward, up to 3 forward.
Yeah, when Furion enters the field, choose 1 forward opponent controls. Deal 2,000 damage for each forward you control, up to 3 forwards. This is going to be a really cool 4-drop Phoenix target. Because you get to have 2 forwards, you get to bring this Furion, right? And then you get to deal 8k. What's even better is that on your turn, you give them a Leon, and then you pass the turn. And then on your turn, you play this, you get a Leon, and now you got 3 forwards because Leon is added to the extra forward. And now you get to deal 8k to one of their forwards.
What I will
Easy
say is,
peasy, guys.
I think
Easy
this is
peasy.
the target that we've been wanting for since Opus.
The Phoenix?
Since Opus 2 for that Phoenix.
Yes.
Because and the best targets for that Phoenix have always been in other elements like Urianger.
Or like the best thing in fire has always been Tifa.
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, I added the Reanger to my
Red
Ripples deck.
13's been alright.
Absolutely amazing.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. So nice. Anyways.
Did you also add in like one thing I would have thought might also be nice if you have a Reanger is the 1-drop grenade then?
We mean the bomb.
Sorry, yeah, bomb.
I don't have space. I'll
Well,
see.
like just
I'll
because
give it a go.
like you have it in play, you break it, you Phoenix,
yeah.
you break it again. That's,
Well, I don't have to break it again because that like kills everything.
Speaking of Scions, there's a backup Yushila over there.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is.
So there's now 2 Scions in wins.
and there's
Yeah.
also
No,
a
it's the same Scion.
Yeah, it's still 2.
Same Scion
There's-
3 times and wins.
there's
Oh, yeah,
also
3 times, sorry.
another 2-drop fire forward.
Yes.
So
And it's
like,
Warrior of
whatever that
Light.
Warrior of Light does,
Warrior of Light. And that art is amazing. That art was used for the Worlds last year.
I'm excited that there's a 8-drop Golbez there.
Yeah, what
I
does another
to
8-drop
think-
do?
I like to imagine that,
Golbez
that-
only
that-
ever costs infinite
Yeah,
CP.
Exactly, right?
I like to imagine that these heroes and villains decks, those aren't necessarily reprints. It's
No,
just
they're
they put
not.
the 8-drop Golbez
Oh,
with some archfiends in the villains deck.
Yeah.
you like just get your Cagnezers and it's like, ooh, what's going on?
Oh, like random Cagnezers
yeah,
over there?
yeah,
What?
yeah, and then there'll just be some like water activation on some lightning card or something.
No, I think I think this Golbez will have flavor with this dragon and Dissidia. It's gonna do something that's gonna relate
That
to the
would be
dragon.
cool, yeah. It's also interesting to note there's a lightning garland.
Well, he's a knight.
So he's a knight, right?
He's a
So
knight.
there's another lightning.
He's always a
There's
knight.
Ice Ultimisha, which is really cool.
Finally, she's
Finally.
always belonged in us.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Been an
with
Ice
all her
Ultimate.
effects.
That is one I think I'm most interested in seeing of these ones.
Come
that
on.
we haven't seen yet.
What is Cecil gonna EX burst from? What is he doing?
Yeah, he's in Wind. That's
Well,
really
this
What is he doing?
Well, I think the reason he's in wind here, this is like you can tell from the top of his head.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
his paladin mode,
Yes,
and which is his airborne mode. If you if you play Dissidia, like he has 2 forms that you can change between. One of them basically only has attacks when he's grounded, and the other one basically only has attacks when he's airborne.
Cool.
I really like this one, and that Furion, yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
the heroes and villains deck is something like
Actually,
crazy
what
stuff.
I think would be a cool line of text for this EX bursting Cecil
what?
is like he job changes when you play him or when he EX bursts. So like he says, return a forward you control to your hand, play another forward from your hand.
Yeah.
So then like you could EX burst, return something, and then put something into play.
Ooh.
That could be really strong.
Yeah.
That's
But for 5 cost?
you put
like-
an 8-drop gold bears.
Well, you have to have another gold bet. It should say from the same card name.
Or like you put in a sin.
No. It says no. Return a forward back to your hand.
Oh,
Put
of
the
the
same card name. So another gold bet is like 6 drop, right?
It's
That's
like a
much-
magic pot, but like from your hand.
That would be
Yeah.
much worse than what I'm recommending, but
Yeah.
No, but-
probably a lot more fair.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you can return Viking, put a sin into play.
Oh,
No,
okay,
there's
that's so
two
stupid.
things I associate
Yeah.
with 5-drop wind characters. One,
Activating one.
they activate everything,
Yes.
or they just can't be interacted with.
Yes.
What does EX burst do? It won't activate.
Oh,
back
that
up
no,
front.
that makes sense because when you job change as Cecil,
You get
he has
invincibility frames.
like a bunch of invincibility frames.
Okay. That's interesting speculation.
I was-
Oh, well, maybe it says when he enters the field.
Also red ass.
This is the other iconic
Also,
5-drop.
He is, man. He's a Sky Pirate. Very relevant.
He's been super iconic in our league at the store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people play with starter decks and a couple boosters to modify the starters. And so
And then
red
they
ass
can stop Redis.
comes in the 12.
Oh, yeah, he
and
does,
he's
doesn't
just he's like, I'm Redis, and he
Attack.
just goes in, and the other player's like, there's no removal in these decks.
So the fact that he's like a 10k attacker is super
They
relevant.
should
Yeah.
they should buy some Opus 1 packs to try to get
And
the Alexander.
he fulfills a really good job helping new players, I think, because he has to attack. This shows the players, look, attacking's good. Like,
Oh yeah,
don't be
yeah,
afraid
yeah.
to
Yeah.
just get in there.
And when they lose, it tells them that attacking is bad, so it's also good.
They
They
can see why like that attack was bad compared to just being overly cautious forever and never realizing why.
Mm.
That means they should play the new card, so that they would know when blocking is bad.
Because he has to block. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why my new player deck always has the Water Cecil, Red Ass.
Sounds like a great
No,
day.
honestly, because so the thing is is that I feel like a lot of new players are so afraid of blocking. They're like, "Why are you attacking my 5k against my 8k?" Okay, I'll let
I
that.
think a lot of them come from Yu-Gi-Oh, where they like you specifically attack into things. So if you're choosing not to attack, they're like, oh, well that's fine. Then my thing gets to live, right?
No, you can't attack directly without a monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're the
I'm
monster.
getting it the wrong way
But
around.
But the thing with that, I think it's just when you don't know all the cards in a game.
Yeah, you're like
you
I
don't
could be
know what
screwed
the
over by
tricks are.
anything. Yeah.
But the way I usually go about that is like I've recently got back
Just give it
into
a go.
Magic,
Just give it a go, kind of thing,
And
right?
there's a moment where I was like, okay, I could do my big play that leaves me vulnerable to something. I don't know what that vulnerable to something could be, but just do it now. And then if something bad happens, you learn what it is.
Yes,
for future
exactly.
games.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I think that's the way to go.
But anyways, like I'm the kind of person that likes blocking a lot.
Should we talk about Spanish Edward?
Eduardo. No, he's
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
he's just a meme.
I think he's
No,
more
no.
of a
Let's talk
meme.
about Shiva first.
All right.
All right, fine.
Okay. So,
I like that this Shiva
Chris,
exists.
go ahead.
Yeah, so 3-drop Shiva with an EX burst. So basically, you choose up to 2 forwards, freeze them. If this effect was triggered off an EX burst, dull them also. Like this, I really like Shiva's identity in Ice. Like the idea that Ice is more powerful, like in terms of raw power standalone summons, but Shiva gets more support with the Opus 4 Shiva.
And better EX burst.
And the EX burst as well. And now the Blizz Babblers.
Blizz.
Yeah.
We'll go to it now. Yeah.
So
Blizz.
yeah,
It surges a Shiva.
yeah, which funnily enough, not the one in this set you don't want to put in. Your
Yes.
That's true.
You want
yeah,
that to
so-
the X.
Yeah, when this one dies, you get to search for a card named Shiva. And add it
Go
to your
find
hand.
the one that
But
deals a bunch of damage.
I really like this because you block the 4-drop 4K. You can finish off the thing probably with the damaging Shiva.
With the gloves,
But
yeah.
also it reminds me of a mini Renoa. Like,
Ah, yeah.
if you're like attacking for like checkmate, Renoa
Yeah.
can be a checkmate. There's attack with this, and if they've got enough forwards to dull with the 2-drop Shiva from Opus 3, it's just like
I might win now.
Yeah.
Well, they're printing a lot of break zone effects.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is like just from the perception from the spoilers, but I feel like they print a lot of break zone effects in this set, which makes me think. And they printed a new Yuna, So then people will like play that new
You have to
instead of no, and then instead of playing the Opus one, which will absolutely wreck all of these things.
Yeah.
I think I was saying this in like when we were just chatting about this a few days ago. This Babblers. I think if it came out in Opus 5 and Orphan didn't,
Shiva would see more play.
Yeah,
I can definitely,
So,
I can definitely see that happening.
Because this can like search your Shiva and stuff. Because people were playing Terror, right?
Yeah.
To find Shiva.
They did.
Not anymore.
No, because Orphan exists.
Yeah, because they don't need to fight.
You mean back in Opus 4?
Yeah.
And additionally,
if this came
back
out
in Opus
5.
and
Orphan
additionally,
came out in Opus 5, right?
there's also
Yes, but Terror came out Opus 4.
No, but if Orphan didn't come out in Opus 5 and this came out in Opus 5,
yeah,
I think this
and additionally, there's a card that searches for an ice forward. So like that's kind of the same as you can set up the same way that you would have done with Terra, but more efficiently. What I want to say about this and there's also the what's the other one called? Zapped, which is the lightning one that finds a remove. The fact that both of these exists makes me feel like there's going to be one that finds an Ifrit.
No, there is 100%.
Yeah, because
for the wolf one.
Yeah,
well, not 100% right.
No, it's pretty much 100%.
Yeah, but pretty much 100% isn't 100%.
Do you remember when Yuffie referenced Vincent?
Hey, no, I didn't.
Anyway.
I didn't say there was gonna be a new Vincent. By the way, what did I say? I said something else that was wrong. But yeah, okay.
But the point I'm making is those three, like Shiva, Ramu, and Ifrit, they're introduced quite early on in WoF.
Yeah.
And you can like level up these smaller monsters into them.
You can, but it's actually faster to just get them.
No, but I mean,
no, it is.
It feels bad, man.
But yeah.
My point is they're introduced as a trio.
They are.
So
yes,
it would make.
They're like your
Oh,
starter
you played it,
Pokemon.
right?
I've played like up to that point.
Oh, okay.
So these are like your starter Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
not really.
Sort
no.
of.
It's kind of like when you get an Eevee in Pokemon. Around that time-ish.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair statement.
That's cool.
But yeah, with the Babblers, also Icehead gets a Sidwolf, which can bring it back a lot cheaper than Devout.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes. Sidwolf makes that Babblers.
And these two have like pretty insane synergy with
You get
Urianger
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
Gal.
say.
Yeah.
Imagine just like the 2-drop backup bringing back the Renoa effect.
Oh.
You know, like
No, but wait, but even then, like this Zap goes amazing in the Sands deck. Just
because it's also monster back.
Yeah.
Like,
And either of them go well with Gal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gal. Yeah.
And they hit 2 effects off Schroed again.
Yes.
You get both effects.
Yeah, you get both effects.
Oh my god.
It's a
Yeah.
forward and a monster.
The monster one's not that great though.
Yes.
The monster is bounce forward.
No, the opponent chooses before they bounce.
Which is conditionally insane, but usually not that good.
Yeah.
But the fact that you get 2 effects.
Yes.
Wait. Do you have to resolve both?
You have to.
Okay. You can't be like.
I've been on both sides of that. I bounced the Dataluma turn 1 that they played, which was really insane.
That is insane.
And I've also, bounced their Winzardane and got my.
Oh no!
So both sides of that didn't come into play.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad.
But yeah, that's Shiva as well. Just go back to that Shiva,
Shiva,
the one that EX burst. Like, if that's in your deck and you have all the other Shivas, well, not all of them, but a lot of other Shivas.
That's a lot of EX.
And then the like Kuja, for example, Jill Nabat. That's a lot of dull and /or freezing that could EX in your deck.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play 3 walls in every deck.
And the thing with Shivas can have bad effects because they're okay to discard because they power up the Opus 4 Shiva.
Yeah.
And
okay, let's just take that out of the room. Paying 3 to freeze 2 forwards is not efficient.
It's no, like
right,
the
but
it's
a
irrelevant.
nice.
Yeah,
especially
since
it's
we
not.
have,
it's not relevant.
We
but
have
it's
more
not efficient.
dull that we can utilize properly. So dull is pretty much free nowadays.
Yeah.
And like say you've got the dull 2 things, right? You use that in their turn to nullify their attackers. You use this in your turn to keep them frozen.
I know it's relevant, but it's not efficient. So if you were behind, like this won't help. Help you.
I mean, if
catch
it
up
hits,
as much.
If it hits, an entire.
Oh no! If it hits, amazing. But if it doesn't hit and you have to cast it,
casting
when you're behind,
it stores at 2 forwards for a turn. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, I don't see this like being competitive,
No.
but I want to make a deck.
Competitive?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, no.
It's
I think
probably in your pile of Shivas, right?
yeah.
Well,
I
I prefer the Opus 1 Shiva.
really?
The one that
The
does,
one,
always does and freezes one
5K?
thing.
Oh no. Oh, you mean the 3 cost
Yeah.
one.
That
Yeah.
always does and freezes one thing.
Like you say, it's not competitive, but I think a Shiva deck can be built to be competitive.
Oh yeah, not with this.
That's
Shiva.
because
Oh no,
have,
you can. The Shiva.
that's
you
because
can.
you have good ice cards carrying that.
Oh no, come on! Like the Shiva summons, are not half bad.
Well, yes, the 2 cost Shiva.
Like the 4-drop on EX bursting is really good.
Yeah.
The 3-drop one.
The 4-drop, the Opus 4 one.
Oh yes. The 2-drop one.
Yeah.
That deals damage. Anyways, oh, you want to talk about that? Guy?
Yeah, this thing's sweet. I didn't see this before.
Sure.
So
That means
one.
we're just talking about spoilers the whole podcast.
Yeah.
That's what we were going to do anyway.
Sure.
It is spoiler season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what people are expecting us to talk
I've
about.
always had the vision of this podcast to be as just whatever we talk about anyway.
Fair enough.
And this is the majority
So
of that
what
chat.
does Plumkin says he has an assignment due at 12.
Oh, that's
He's just
What is
trolling
it?
the chat.
Oh,
Don't-
okay.
Ignore him.
Well, but he's still a fan.
Yeah.
Well,
No, but he's our friend, so
Yeah.
we ignore him.
Yeah. Remember,
So
kids,
Jared-
ignore your friends.
So Jared,
So this card is crazy.
this is a MogPod approved message.
When dusk, it's called dusk apparently, enters the field, if you control another job warrior of light forward, draw a card. Dull, for this turn, the next summon cost is reduced by 1. I like that effect.
He is a backup.
He's a backup.
No,
No, that's
no, he's a forward.
he pays for his pay.
All right, like
he's
it's like he's a backup.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
convokes.
Yeah.
Like the
Ransom.
Ash, the starter Ash. She's a backup too, because she can activate Fred.
Oh,
All
right.
the value, all the
Right.
value.
Except
Well,
see, this one.
The
this
difference
one,
between those two
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
she has to pay for a separate effect, whereas
Yeah.
this can pay for like
the same effect.
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? So
So
Dal-
you can't
You can
cast
pay for
Silver.
a 6 cost. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can pay for Sildra with this. You can't pay for Sildra with Ash.
Yeah, or
Oh,
the,
true. Yeah,
the
yeah. I
common
know what you
Ramsey.
mean. Yeah,
Common Ramsey as well.
yeah.
Which is actually quite.
That's
Mm.
Actually, wait. This
There
is
are no,
wait.
like good 6 CP summons though. That's the thing.
Sildra is almost still good, kind of.
Yeah.
I was looking at it the other
with
day.
the 2 cost unit, you can get it down to 4 cost, which is pretty good.
Mm,
But you kind of.
you don't need this then if you
This
got
is
that.
this is actually very similar to the starter Ash, because when he enters the field, you fail job warrior of like
This-
draw a card.
Oh, I think
and the
struct-
Ash-
structurally
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very
This
similar.
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
stacks.
Hmm?
This thing
It's,
stacks.
he's not a standard unit.
Oh.
No,
wait.
no,
What
no.
do we
the ability.
text how?
Oh.
You just dull him and activate him. Dull him.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
How would
Yeah.
you? Okay, how would you activate him for free? Let's think about that then.
Oh, with hope.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you've got like
Yeah.
then you can play for Phoenix
You can play Phoenix with just.
in this
5 backups.
three element deck.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
What's his job? Do we know?
Warrior Blight.
Warrior
Warrior Blight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is very relevant. It's like one of the most relevant jobs out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
This set has given us heaps of Warrior
Yeah.
Light stuff. It's
Activating
crazy.
this is gonna
It's because it's the Final Fantasy Legends. They're all
I mean,
Warrior
like-
of Lights.
Okay.
with layout there,
So
you know,
they're-
that's a free
I
activation.
think
Oh
that's
yeah, layout.
And something you want to do on their turn.
Mhm.
You know, you want to
Oh,
do
yeah,
something.
Phoenix.
That's
Phoenix
true,
is a
yeah.
good
Because
summon to do on
the
their
thing
turn.
is, you're not committed to using the summon.
Mm.
You can just dull it, and then layout triggers, it activates, and then you can just dull it again. And then at any point in their turn, you can just
Yep.
cast a cheaper summon.
Oh yeah.
It's
That's pretty strong.
You hope to EX burst a Saz so you can search his Phoenix to play.
Yeah. I assume the way this is worded on here, I assume it's just a weird translation. It doesn't mean the next of any summon. It just means your summon.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
that would.
It's because it
You
was.
just race for the summon.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
it
and
was.
then if
It was
it's your
hastily
opponent's turn,
translated.
they get to choose first.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, it was hastily translated.
I really like that thing. That's crazy. What rarity is
Yeah,
it? Do we
the
know?
It's a
activating
hero.
thing is actually really.
This is original art, so it's a hero.
And there are lots of like costly wind summons as well.
Or you could like.
I mean, like,
Because
Opus
there are
Rebellion.
wind summons that activate your backups.
Mm.
So that's you can get weird. Like you can plus your CP there.
He can't cost 0 though, which is the.
It can't cost 0, no.
Yeah.
But like you can make a Diablos cost 4 and have one of its modes be activate your backups.
Yeah.
Diablos
Get
is
plus
already efficient enough.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
also have
we
it activate
wanna-
your forwards. So
Yeah.
you can choose activate your forward, activate your
Oh,
backup.
yeah.
Net a CP somewhere.
Azura as well. You can just like
Oh,
basically.
it can't reduce
activate
the
a-
cost of Azura.
No,
To 0.
no, you don't reduce the cost of Azura. But like,
You activate a
Oh, you
forward.
use it to
and then-
activate this?
yeah, and then
Yeah.
once Azura is already cast in response to Azura, you use this effect, and then Azura activates it. So you just get a free like activate, very costly Azura.
Yeah,
The
it's-
second Azura that got printed. You mean that one?
No, the
No,
Opus,
because
Opus 2 one.
The Opus 4 Azura costs 2. This makes it cost 1, and then you can activate this and draw a card. Is that? It's not really worth it.
Nah, it's not worth it.
If you really want a second active forward as
Yeah,
opposed to
yeah,
activating
yeah,
backups with this,
Or well,
then
Hope,
you can do
Hope,
it.
and this with Asura. You activate.
If you- the thing
you
is-
no, you use Asura to dull them both
Yeah.
to get you plus 7, and then they both activate.
The
And
thing
then you
with
can do that
this is,
again.
If you have to,
And then you get
resources
1
in
cost
Azura,
Diablos.
Or 3 cost.
It's usually better to just activate 5 backups. Azura.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
resources.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about Diablos.
The other thing with all these new warriors of light is that they all have 2k more effective HP than they state they do, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Of light warrior of
Yeah.
light, like they've got that 2k armor.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the
But you
light
have to-
wall can bring these guys back.
Oh yeah, he can.
Yes, he can.
He can.
Oh, that light wall is so annoying. That's why you need to run Opus 1 Yuna. The new Yuna is a trap, guys. Don't bother Yuna. The Opus 1 Yuna is going to be increasingly more relevant now.
Because then you've got like Sol here.
Yeah, you do.
That's an effectively 2 cost 9k when it comes
Yeah.
to removing it with haste.
That's true.
That's
That's insane. Oh no, I really want this Aegis and Soul in my Mono Fire deck, man.
And then you've
Just,
got-
this is amazing. This
Then you
Aegis
put-
and Soul.
I want to make a Fire Water Warriors of Light deck. This
You
is
could.
this is
You could.
that's my
Ooh.
Opus 7 challenge.
Ooh.
And then I also want to make Fire Water Guardians, but that's
Yeah.
who needs that?
So I think we should start wrapping up.
Yeah, we've done our hour and a half.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed it.
But what I was gonna say is that
Oh, that flan. Just that. I'm in a.
It's so upset.
Sorry.
what should we name this podcast? I was gonna say something like
We could ask.
I
the
am a
chat.
tree, grow my minions.
I like that as a name for an episode because it's such not a name for an episode.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
I am a tree, grow my minions.
Yeah, that's episode 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
man.
we talked about X-Death.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a consistent theme today. We just like rambled on and on.
Yeah. The other thing. what's
Damned
up?
if you nah, damned if you don't.
Damned if you what?
Damned if you nah, damned if you don't.
What's now?
It's a una.
Ah.
Because you don't want this una. You don't.
Uh,
It was a play on words, Murad.
Hey, no, I'm
I
not
don't think
saying
anybody got it,
anything.
Jared.
I'm not saying anything,
It's
man.
more like a torture of words.
Oh, the
no.
ugly flan. Oh, the ugly flan. That's a
The
good
ugly
one.
flan?
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
Ah,
the
yes.
sad flan.
Yeah. The
Collapsing like a flan in earth.
the ugly
Oh.
Flan-ling.
Collapse like a flan in a warm cupboard.
Wait, so which one are we choosing then?
No, the flan one, because flan.
Ah,
Flan's
fine.
the
It
best.
could
Fine,
be like
fine.
the ugly duckling, the ugly flan.
Yeah,
The
I
ugly
think that's
flan,
it,
like,
yeah.
done.
The ugly flan dash link?
Flanling, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
Thank you, people.
You're
You're great.
Thanks, Plum Inc. But anyways, the reason why I brought up this ninja is because I wanted to remind you guys about our MogPod Puzzle Quest. The reason why we didn't talk about it is because we usually leave 2 weeks for this kind of thing for you guys, because we usually have like a 2-week
Yeah.
thing, and
Well,
so
we
I
used
was
to. We used to.
yeah.
Not
So
usually now.
so I was gonna propose this again, and next week we'll try.
Yeah,
to
so
talk about it.
the deadline for submissions for
Oh,
our
don't give
Ninja
people a
Puzzle
deadline.
Quest.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you want to do it, if you want to do it. The puzzle quest is in the ideal scenario in an actual game, with and without your opponent helping, and with and without Opus 1 command. Right?
Oh, well, that's part of your opponent helping.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
command.
Yeah, with or without your opponent helping. What's the maximum amount of damage that this ninja can deal for those FFTCG heretics?
With or without, you mean 2 separate puzzles, right?
Yeah.
One
Okay.
with and one without.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're calling them the heretics now. The people who
Who believe in this? Oh, Chris does.
it's official. It's an official ruling.
It's an official ruling, but not from Kageyama.
But all right.
And
But
it's
it's
what he says goes. Here's the law.
so
Ninja doesn't work.
Almighty Kageyama.
Yeah, well, if people
Has he commented on that? Like,
no,
He doesn't need to. He's
Yeah.
only said it once, Jerry.
Yeah, he didn't say it once.
but I want to know his opinion on
Do not
the
test his
heresy.
Patience, Jared.
He said it once.
Please don't ban me. Please don't change the way that I work by tweeting about my mechanics.
So people don't know. Originally, when Kaigen was tweeted about this ninja, he said that you can't keep on doubling its damage. But then it was like the official FFTCG Twitter page out to Twitter replied to another ninja question and said that no, it does double.
What if it
and the
was-
previous tweet was wrong.
What if the person behind that tweet was Kageyama and he's just trying to like stoke?
No, it's whoever wants to take over.
Yes.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but what if this is like
Yeah.
a secret power
What
play?
if what
that we couldn't begin?
He's already the-
We couldn't begin to
No,
comprehend
wait,
it, Chris.
that's true. Like,
Kageyama works in mysterious ways.
Planes of existence.
No, wait,
beyond
what if-
understanding.
No, don't do that.
The chat just said, I
Errata-
wanted Jared to be Canadian.
But you know, like we don't know if Kageyama had access to the official FFTC Twitter, and then he got removed from access, and then this tweet happened. We don't know that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, we
You know?
don't know.
This
Yeah.
ninja is the source of the biggest conspiracy in all of FFTC.
Which is great because it's a ninja.
Yeah,
It is, right?
Subterfuge.
Mhm.
Anyways.
So actually, let's have a vote. So who's loyal, who's a heretic? Jared?
No comments. I don't.
No,
I
no,
don't want to
no,
be labeled.
come on,
You have to-
I'm never gonna play this card. It's irrelevant for me to comment.
No, you have to
It
choose.
will be played against you.
By who?
Morgan.
Exactly.
It will be
Yeah.
played against you, so you have to decide.
Yeah.
I'll just Phoenix it. It won't
So-
matter.
No, it will matter. He's got stuff that counters Phoenix.
Does he?
Yeah, the thing that prevents damage to his forwards. This will survive.
Yeah, the one.
So,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
are you choosing? Are you loyal or heretic?
Are you a heretic?
The current official ruling is, even if it is heresy, the official.
All right,
ruling.
heretic. All right, what do you?
I gonna have to go for the sake of this puzzle quest.
Yeah.
And become a heretic.
Well, of course I'm loyal.
Kevin, what about you?
Well, I always pick the heretic skin for the Vodiani, so I must.
Oh wait, is there 3 heretics here?
Yeah, but that's because the heretics in the Vodiani on the good side.
Oh, that's true.
So if you apply the same logic here, you would
Oh.
loyal.
Wait. They're on the good side, but aren't they also like planning to nuke the galaxy or something?
Anyway, I am
Isn't
a
that how the
heretic.
accounting
Okay,
line
okay.
goes? Anyway,
Okay.
we derailed this
And
entirely.
also, yeah,
Some outnumbered, but
a
it's
quick
alright.
search of the S abilities just reveals that the Kamari one is just infinite pretty easily. So
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's a little hint for you guys. If you guys wanna just send us an email.
So yeah, we're
also-
banning Kamari for the purpose of this, right?
No, because there's two different ways,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
right?
yeah, the non-assisted one is gonna be pretty interesting. I'm interested to see what happens there.
This little common card that couldn't and then could.
And then did way too much.
Yes, 2 to the power of a lot.
Mm.
2 to the power of a lot.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh my gosh, and
Done.
Condor will make this go on.
Oh man.
Actually, that's a question. Do we allow Opus 7 cards in this?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah,
I
let's do it.
don't think we should, because someone might spend ages figure out something great and then a new thing gets spoiled and it's like that's
Oh,
not
okay,
fair.
fine. Let's limit to
Yeah,
Opus
yeah.
7
Number
now.
7.
Wait.
There might be whenever you activate the action ability of a ninja, a card named Ninja, activate all your backups.
Oh
Wow.
Wow.
That would really push the ninja
Okay,
archetype.
like this thing will be completely viable,
Yes.
super competitive.
But
it's like
okay.
it's a
No,
6-cost backup that does nothing else.
It doesn't
And
matter.
it's
There's
light.
like infinite resources.
No, and it's light.
So
And it's light.
it slides.
Light.
It doesn't
No.
matter. That's infinite
Yeah.
resources.
Yeah,
That's
that's
infinite.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But anyways, so send us your request at
Actually, it's not-
MogPodGaming at
Wait, it's not-
gmail.com.
It's sort of infinite resources.
You
You
have
have
to-
to
you have
spend
to
the
spend
resources.
first.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so,
In-
okay,
in each
okay.
loop, you have to spend.
How
the
much
resources.
does it have to cost? So
So,
7 costs
but that would
9
be
and
like
wins you the game.
Ishtalau is infinite, right? So there you go.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
always board clear forever.
Yeah.
Sin costs 9 and wins you the game. How
Yeah.
much does you have, like,
Many-
in Magic, right, like there's Omniscience, which is like your cards are free
Yeah.
for the rest of the game. How much does your cards are free for the rest of the game cost in Final Fantasy?
It's a broken effect they shouldn't print.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm not. They're not going to print it because we discuss it.
No,
That's
but
it.
that means it doesn't have a cost.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like for example, how much does draw 100 cards cost? It's just broken. You can't.
No, how much?
It's either terrible or it's too good.
No, how much does your opponent draw 100 cards?
Oh,
I mean, that's just I win.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just the I win scenario.
I think we
but
got
anyways,
derailed a lot.
yeah, we got derailed. Anyways, you know what we did last time? Do you guys remember?
We just said
At the
goodbye.
end? No.
It's the same
Casually.
place, same mug.
Oh, yes.
price.
Yeah, let's do that.
Actually, I don't think we can repeat that. That was
like a. Well, I mean, we could
No,
try.
because
you can't bottle lightning twice in the same place.
No, because I
I've
think
ruined that.
I think
Yeah.
that's.
I think you've just kind of proved your point though.
No, okay. So the thing is, right? The thing is that I think that for these podcasts, I shouldn't say number one potato boss out because
Yeah.
it's all of us, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Are you
so
saying
I
it hasn't been all of us up until now?
No.
Sometimes we just walk out before him.
It felt It just felt a little bit, I guess, selfish in a way. If I wasn't like my own video or my own thing,
Okay.
right? So I really liked that idea when I heard it. So I cut
All
off.
right.
I cut off everything afterwards. You know all that BS that happened after the thing.
Oh, no.
The actual upload, I cut that off. So there's not
Oh.
even that that music. It just cuts off.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
don't. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
all right. Well, I
let's
mean, thank you all for listening. Tune in next week.
For the next
Same.
installment in season 3.
Episode 3.
We'll
So
be
episode-
here. You'll be here.
Episode 3. Same mug time.
Same Mog channel.
With your favorite MogPods.
This is
This is
The number one potato box!
Spinning out.